What's good? What's good? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man Marq Nash. All right, got a good one planned for y'all. A little hip-hop talk tonight. This should be a good one. I'm going to jump right into it. Let's run this intro. Let's get this room populated, and I'm going to jump right into the topics.
This is my passion. This is what I love to do. But some days, sometimes, I'm just like you, man. I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. From a good dream I wake, sun rays on my face, planning out my day, hoping this ain't the one that I catch a case. I feel so good, I feel so straight. My manager keep calling me saying, hurry up, you late. Hurry up, you lay off. Y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Been trying to play it cool, but it's hard to play it off. I've been hanging on to this bush, cause my car still ain't paid off. I know I'm on my way up, my boy just got laid off, so y'all, man, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. These hoes is so ratchet. These niggas is so sneaky. Y'all don't even really pay enough for y'all to only pay bi-weekly. I'm trying to double up my cash, take this job, shove it up your ass. Yo, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. We're the reason why your stockholders always stay afloat. Yet I'm asking, are they hiring? Like everywhere I go, schedule will say 9, but I think it's fine if I clock in at 9:04. I work 40 hours a week plus overtime just to be bro. So y'all, man, I hate this job. Hate that I applied. So much has transpired since the day that I was high. Told me I could advance, but you were telling me lies. Gotta give your notice before I quit, but you don't say shit right before I'm fired. Damn, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. You and your procedures, you and your protocol, you and your policies, none of that shit don't apply to me. You and your quotas, you and your standards, you and your 2 sick days a year. Y'all niggas bananas. Wonder why the postman's posted with hammers, going postal with Popo on camera. His wage got him enraged, stressed out, it's hard to maintain. He flips the middle, grabs his. He said, if you don't get the picture, I quit, you ain't shoot. Mother, man, I hate this job. Sometimes I wanna say, walk in and slap my boss. This shit is getting hard. Damn, I hate this job. Gotta make it out of this struggle, bruh. And I don't really mean to take it out on you. You just a customer, but damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Look, man, I hate this job. I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like you. I'm out here trying to take care of my family. Damn, I hate this job. It's not always glamorous, for real, but I do what I gotta do for me and mine, you know. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate this job. Damn, I hate my job. Damn, I hate this job. I'm just like you, nigga. Damn, I hate this job. Man, I hate this job. Man, I hate my job. My job.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or the hosts. They do not explicitly nor necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by the channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during the program. Basically, if I didn't say it, don't come for me. You come for the person who said it. And please don't sue me for somebody else's words. With that said, let's start the show, mother.
This that squad
Man, that was the wrong one. Let's do this one. There we go.
This that squad
Yeah, man. What up? What up, though? What's popping? What's happening? What's going on? You're back in the lab with your favorite neighbor, your man, Marq Nash. He is I am here. Another one, man. Another great episode of Breaking Beats. You already know what it is. A hip-hop political sports show with a comedy twist. We like to let the jokes fly. You know why life is serious enough. What's up, fans? Corner? How you feeling, bro? All right, man. So I'm throwing a little audible tonight since this is a pop-up episode. This was not the planned episode. I don't even supposed to be here on Thursday. But actually, I was supposed to be here, God willing, right? But it's not the day I normally go live, but I was like, let's do it. So here we are. So got some good topics on the docket tonight. I'm gonna roll right through these joints. We're gonna have a good time, crack some jokes. I'll open the phone lines up, drop the link out there. So if you want to pull up, give me your take on any of these topics. But I got to start with the lead, man. I ain't going to bury the lead. Oh, I got to do my neighbors only roll call. Let me do the roll call real quick. Let's do the roll call. The roll call is very important because without these people right here, the show wouldn't be the show at this level. And we right here at the precipice of 17K. All right. And I couldn't do it without your help. All right. So thank you so much for supporting the show in a major way. Let's give them all a shout out. Let's give them a shout out. Let's take it from the top. Take it from the top.
What up?
All right. Got some new members as well. In Conquest.
What up?
I am Cam Edwards.
What up?
Deuce.
What up?
Is that Stephen Brimley? Unbiased fan, Brim Reaper. What up, though?
What up, gangsta?
Michael James 616 in the mix.
What up?
Johnny Goodman, what's up, man?
What up?
Stone Tangerine, stay mean.
What up?
Big Hove, I thought I told you.
What up?
Megazar, shout out to Megazar. He got a dope album out right now called Diamonds Amongst Men. Y'all go check him out.
What up, gangsta?
Ace Retro, let's go.
What up?
Ill Status Boxing.
What up?
Patricia Shelton.
What
That
up?
guy clips 330 early.
What up?
Stephen Bateman, all the way in Australia. Shout out to Sydney and Melbourne, Australia, man.
What up, gangsta?
I know boxing.
What up?
Ricardo Johnson.
What up?
Wanda Villa, the Rilla, aka Epoxy Magic.
What up?
It's a habit.
What up?
Shout out to AJ. He don't play.
What up?
My boy Electro Jazz, stay getting his bread.
What up?
TY, stay fly.
What up?
Miguel Ramos.
What up?
Shout out to On the Mic with Terrence Bailey, Senior.
What up, gangsta?
The XO Factory.
What up?
Dub Right Side.
What up?
Mr. Golden State Holding, aka the Back End King.
What up, gangsta?
Raheem the Dream Soto.
What up?
LD, aka Like That.
What
My
up?
sister girl behind the mic, aka Memory. What up, Memo?
What up, gangsta?
John Nori came to tell his story.
What up?
Major Key Boxing. What's popping?
What up?
Cooking with the champ, aka Champion Heart.
What up?
On the floor with Shelton Moore,
What up?
SLG,
What up?
Sam F,
What up?
Kendall,
What up?
D-Lo 404 Boxing,
What up?
Karma Serene with the Serene Saturdays.
What up, gangsta?
Shout out to my sister Nikki in Central Florida, aka Nick Rich in this bitch.
What up? What up, gangsta?
Shout out to my boy AP, aka Aaron Parker, the big talker.
What up?
Taylor Bell with TapTech, unlocksim.com. Unlock your next device today.
What up, gangsta?
Transcendent Sports Channel, my Filipino brother from another all the way in Canada. Shout out to Canada.
What up?
Fistiana Fights. She just might.
What up?
Jacob Sims, that's him.
What up?
Haplo, let's go.
What up?
Hey, Haplo, word on the street is Jerry cooked Joe Boots last night on the live stream we did last night. Word on the street is Jerry cooked Joe Boots. You got to redeem yourself on tomorrow. Or, I think we got bots. Yeah, we got to fight tomorrow, so got to redeem yourself, Hap.
What up, gangsta?
DJ MFB,
What up?
Miss Queen's son kiss. Yes, she was kissed by the son.
What up, gangsta?
Shout out to Beyond the Ring with Nonito and Rachel Donaire. That's 9-time champion Nonito on his way to the Hall of Fame. We're going to walk with him every step of the way.
What up?
True Media Today, USA Boxing. That's my guy, Coach Malachi Williams. What up, Coach?
What up, gangsta?
Puro.
What up?
Food Revolution, a.k.a. Foodie with the beauty.
What up?
KP from KC5.
What up, gangsta?
Matt Wade. That's Matt Wade, Mattwade. Got a dope single out called Papa Daddy. Y'all check him out.
What up, gangsta?
Beyond Above Media.
What up?
Pittsburgh T.
What up?
SF City Slicker.
What up?
Rider of the Storm.
What up?
Here to There.
What up?
Media Well.
What up?
Cliff Bailey.
What up?
Con Shawnery.
What up?
Lisa Bell. She never fails.
What up, gangsta?
HLD.
What up?
Cooking with Sir Senior.
What up?
D Bevel the Champ.
What up?
And of course, the big fish himself, my good brother, Derek Lincoln.
What up, gangsta?
All right. We'll just jump right into some of these topics. Got to get right into this first one. Got to get right into it. So basically, Cardi B and jump off Joe Budden. Matter of fact, let me put a little music in the background. It's a little quiet in here. Look quiet. There we go. Scroll down. Put a little background music in here. There you go. Excuse me. All right, so Cardi B, Joe Budden, been getting into it. Let me make sure I got the link out there if anybody want to join the conversation. I can pin the link at the top, so I'm not dropping the link all night long. And I'll do an open panel tonight. So lottie-dottie, everybody, you can pull up, talk some shit with me. But hold up, man. Let me say this. If this is your first time here, you probably need to call in, because I don't really know about y'all, man. Stranger danger type shit tonight. But if you've been here before, yeah, it's like Fight Club. If it's your first time here, you got to fight. So you got to call in. So let's just jump right into this first topic. Cardi B is not happy with Joe Budden, and she damn sure ain't happy with him interviewing the ops, Tasha K. As you know, she sued Tasha K and won. She sued Tasha K for libel and won about $4 million. You heard me, $4 million. Good Lord, that's a lot of money. But she ain't got none of it yet. Tasha K went out there and filed for bankruptcy. I ain't mad at her. And basically, she said, I ain't got it. I ain't got no money for you, shawty. She said, go sell this story to a movie production theater, and they can make a movie about this, and you keep all the money, and then we both can move on. But let's see. Let's play the audio. Now, Cardi's first said, hey, yo, homie, going crazy. Like, oh, no, let me go back. Did I lose it, or did it just go away? Basically, she was like, yo, homie talking crazy about me. Thought we was cool. He bashing my album. Then he brings Shorty on his show to interview with somebody who basically I'm suing. This lady was talking crazy about me, about my family. She lied. She owes me bread. She's not paying. And you supposed to be my friend. How are you my friend and you interviewing people that talk crazy about me? Never heard of it, right?
It never heard of it.
Yeah, but it happens, though. It happens. Some people are content over everything. COE, right? I think Joe Budden says that's something he believes in, content over everything. But let's play the audio and we'll respond accordingly. Let's play what Joe Budden had to say first. Oh, no. Let me go over here. Let me refresh this screen because it's not letting me play it right here. Let me go back. For some reason, like when you're on some of these sites, when you play it once, it won't let you play it again. You got to go play it again. You got to go to Instagram, and it appears she has it gone off of Instagram, whoever had it up. So let me share the screen again, and we're going to play it from there.
The hook is not hooking for me.
It's not catchy. It's not particularly
It's
catchy.
not. There's nothing in it to make it stay. One. And two, I know y'all think Sexy
y'all
Red
hear
is
it?
paying me. She's not.
Can y'all hear it?
But this commercialized ratchet
Clips, you hear it?
has passed. It's ghetto ratchet time. And neither one of them are ghetto ratchet on this song. I think they both have potential to be. And Cardi normally smokes ghetto ratchet, but she's too big. That's why she got to go get with K-Flock. That's why she got to go get with some of the. She's too big to do it. We need a Bodak Yellow now. Both of these women, this sounds like this is two women who can't make a song, is what it sounds like. So we need to get either some of the same writers back that had.
I think Party is a
Party.
credited writer on this.
Oh, good. All right. So that means that y'all coming with old sauce.
Mhm.
Okay, that doesn't sound that bad, but Cardi responds, and she said this.
I just feel like it's like he has an issue with me, and it was beyond the critique of bongos. It's just like you inviting bitches that said the rudest, nastiest shit. But when what's them niggas name they used to do podcasts with?
Oh, Maul.
Mal, and the little other guy.
Yeah, when Ma and Rory say we fuck shit about you or lies about you, you get so defensive. You want to clear it up. You came at Taxstone because Taxstone said something about you. You want to clear it up, and you expect people to understand you, and you expect people to take your side. But I had to go to court. Because this woman, like, it's beyond saying that I have herpes, right? Like, come on now, like, it's beyond saying I have herpes. Like, this woman tried to run a I drug men campaign.
Yeah.
She paid men to say that I drugged them and raped them. She claimed that my dad.
All right, it's a longer clip, but you get the gist of it. It seems her trepidation with Joe Budden is not really about the critique of the song. She's more about like, yo, you did an interview with Tasha K, bro.
Never heard of it.
How you interviewing the ops? Like, this lady been out there bashing me, bashing my family. You supposed to be my friend. Why would you have this person on your show talking, period? Why would you give this person a platform if you're my friend and they talking crazy about me? Clips, you was here first. What's your take on it?
I see where Cardi's coming from, and although I do agree with Joe Budden that this latest offering of music from Cardi B isn't really like, it falls short of what you expect from her previous work. But some songs ain't for everybody, and music is hit or miss. But I agree with you. I think it's the totality of it. I think it's okay, you saying all this negative shit about my song, and next we got Tasha K coming on the show. It's like, what I'm saying, to where I can see how she's like, but this is Joe Budden we're talking about. Like the man, since he started his podcast phase of his career, he showed you that fuck shit is in his makeup.
Okay. Interesting. Like that, LD, what up?
What up, man?
What's your take? What's your take on what Joe said? What's your take on Cardi's response?
I mean, I don't feel too bad about it, because I feel like if you go back 3 months ago when her and Lotto dropped that "Put It on the Floor" song, he gave her praise. He was like, at first, I was a little nervous.
That shit hard. That shit is hard. Rip me out. That's the guy man at the band new. Bitches that they running shit they really ran through. Oh, so Lotto came in crazy on that. She got off. Go ahead.
So he just gave you pops 3 months ago. Then you drop a song. It's like we living in a time now, and it's kind of crazy. Like, if you associate with someone like that, they feel like you can't give them any type of criticism, and you got to realize that he's in the media, so he's gonna have them. It ain't like he playing both sides. He's just giving his opinion. And then with the Tasha K thing, I can understand her feeling like why you bring her on there, but at the same time, with him being like in that journalism type of field, like you got to give the other person a chance to explain themselves. We can't just run with your narrative because you're more popular than her or you won the lawsuit. Just give everybody opportunity to explain themselves. Really,
Right.
I think people.
Go ahead. You think? What?
Yeah, I just think people, even you can see it in the boxing community. Like when these guys are connected with like certain fighters, like they don't allow you to say nothing, or they won't give you like a real spin. They'll always try to play on the fence, and it's like, bro, just call it straight down the middle. I mean, as a grown person, I feel like you should understand that like you're gonna get criticism, and it ain't always got to be the, bro, you should have called me. Like, bro, just like, I mean, this part is their job, bro.
But it's not necessarily a narrative. It was proven in court that Tasha K lied. She was held liable. So the facts came out in court already. It's not about giving her a platform to give her a spin. Tasha K got her own platform, a very successful one. Well, she got like 1 million subscribers or something like that.
Yeah, but her views don't went like, and it ain't what it used to be. I mean, but everybody still deserve, like, even if you lost the lawsuit, some people feel like when Tony the Closer lost his lawsuit against, old boy, he's still going on other platforms explaining why it happened, what this is and what is that. It's just always good to hear, the other side of the.
But does her friend have to do it though? You're my friend. I gave you an interview early on it when you was first getting started in potting, and she was first getting started in, when she first started popping with the Bodak Yellow and all of that. He was one of the first people she gave an interview to. She came to the studio, and that was when they was at Park's house recording. They wasn't even in the studio then.
I mean, it's no loyalty in this business, this music industry business. So, I mean, that word friend is used very loosely in the industry. So I feel like even if that was, I mean, it's tough, but I feel like at the end of the day, we got to start moving away from this, like, you always got to, I don't know, bro. I just think you should give everybody a fair chance. That's all I'm saying. Explain yourself.
All right, Clips, what's your take?
I could agree with like that to a point. Like, at the end of the day, what I'm saying? No, you can't just run with one narrative or whatever. But, I mean, hell, Mark, we've talked about this offline and everything in different circumstances. It's one thing to have your opinion. It's another thing to throw a whole fuck Marq Nash party.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's how Cardi perceived it. Cardi perceived the interview with Tasha K like you let this, like it's not like, this bitch was on the show trying to promote anything new or talk about anything else. You brought her on the show to talk about what's going on with me and her in this case. And it's like
interview. That's what they did. I'm gonna be honest, I ain't checked it out.
I didn't watch it, but I'm saying that's probably how she's perceiving it.
And the interview hasn't dropped yet, if I'm not mistaken, right?
To my knowledge, no. But I said I'm just going off of the energy that she's, in her mind, she's probably perceiving it that way. And who knows? And the interview probably has nothing to do with her. Maybe a slight mention because, you got to address the elephant in the room. And, he's just got a content creator on his show who does, like you said, have millions of followers. So, yes, people want to see what she's got to say. And maybe Cardi's just being a little too sensitive. But I can't understand why somebody would have that knee-jerk reaction like, man, Joe, what the fuck?
Go ahead like that.
Nah, and then with the interview not being dropped yet, it's kind of like, dang, so it's really just based off like the whole like you either with me or you against me type of vibe. So I mean, I feel like let it drop, see what what's said and move on. I mean, you can't stop nobody from getting their paper or just if he felt like that was necessary to see what she had to say about it. I don't blame him. I don't blame him for that. I don't feel like he's a fake friend for that. Because it's kind of like, let's say I got two homeboys and they falling out about some shit, but I'm closer to one of them than the other one. I shouldn't just automatically take the homie side that I'm closer with. Let me hear both of y'all sides, and we can split it down the middle and see what's up.
Or just stay out of it, though.
I mean, but that's what I'm saying. He's a media personality.
You heard me? What happens to mind? Yeah. But that it's not like he did it privately. Like, you my friend and she's my friend. I talked to y'all both offline and we figured it out. No, you gave her a platform, and 9 times out of 10, she's gonna say something about Cardi B.
Right.
And who's to say he's not defending her? Like, you can't say, like, okay, let's say he brought her up there. He could be defending Cardi B the whole time. Like, nah, shawty, yeah, she might have did say she was drugging dudes and doing what she had to do, and she might have said, called black women roaches, but at the same, so he could be defending her. We don't know what the man did. What was his position in the interview?
But also, in such a political and chippy landscape, especially like the music industry, I understand that works for like civilians, but in that circle, you got to understand, you got to know better. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's one thing, like, say, I got a podcast I do every now and then. Okay, I throw up a podcast, motherfucker wants to jump on my show. Hey, fuck Marq Nash, blah, 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 all that, he a goofy ass nigga, blah, 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 blah. At some point, Mark has a right to be mad at me if I'm just giving this nigga the platform and just letting him cook up.
Facts. I agree with that, but we don't know how. Like, all I'm saying is we don't know how Joe Budden positions himself in the interview. They might have went back and forth about this shit. He might have stood on all 10 and was like, yeah, Cardi did say certain shit, but as a grown up, you supposed to make sure you got all your facts together before you. We don't know what he said. We acted like he was just in there. Go ahead, girl. Yeah, you said we like we don't know what he did.
We don't know.
She ain't shit.
Right, we don't know. And to be fair, right, he could have gave her some pushback in that interview. We don't know. Do you think her coming out like this will make him say, you know what, I'm gonna hold off on this interview or edit out certain parts of the interview?
Yeah.
No.
I think so.
No. I don't think
hold on. One of y'all said no, the other one said yeah, and y'all said it at the same time. Who said no? Who said yeah?
I said yeah.
I said no.
No, he's not gonna hold it and he's not gonna edit it.
No, man, come on. We talking about Mr. Content over everything. And now that she made this comment, that threw some kerosene on the fire. You feel what I'm saying? I told him to pass me gasoline. Nigga handed me kerosene. But fucking it's flammable.
Maybe. But look, she didn't disrespect him though. She actually sounds humbled and genuine. She was like, wow, I think he has a problem with me. Like, what I do to you. She does, and she's talking more about Tasha K and what happened than bashing Joe for giving him the platform. It's more like, I don't rock with this lady. And look, and let's keep it clear. It's not like they just on the phone talking. Tasha K had an issue with her like that or clips. It's not like, okay, me and you have a problem and you bring somebody on your show and they talk about me, right? It's not that. They actually went to court behind this shit.
That's what I'm saying.
This bitch got a $4 million. When I say bitch, I mean I use that word loosely. I don't mean no disrespect to either. No woman out there. But this bitch got a $4 million price tag on her head. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And then some people forget too, like when Cardi first was coming on the scene in 2017 with the Bodak Yellow and shit, she had a little mouth on her. She used to go on little rants and say little sour shit. So it ain't like she's some type of angel.
I mean, but people, hey, look, Malcolm X was once Malcolm Little. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, Detroit Red.
Come on, fam. Like, people evolve, right? And we got to allow people to evolve. We got to allow people to grow. We can't just say like, well, you used to do this or you used to be like this. People change, man. People grow. And once you stop growing, you dead, So.
But I think all this stuff was going
people
on.
For what they used to be all the time, Because somebody mama used to,
Let's go. Let's talk about it, Mark. Let's talk about it.
Some of y'all
hey, Mark, you remember? I don't know if you see that one song from a nigga in Toledo that I put on my IG. She used to sell. Now she's selling dinners. Yeah, like you got to let people change. Like, yeah, she's selling dinners right now. But last year we know what she was doing.
Shit like that. So people evolve though.
But Tasha K
she's a mother now. She's a wife now. Back then she was coming straight out the strip club.
Yeah, and Tasha K was like, she was doing that while she was still like, in the transition going between like, the hood girl to like the celebrity. So she was still popping her shit while Tasha K was doing. So you shouldn't do false rumors. I don't. saying she had herpes and all that type of shit. Like, even if you had confirmation, you just can't do no shit like that.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one thing I do support Cardi B and the Tasha K thing about was, all right, we live in this crazy world where we talk about anti-bullying, anti-this, anti-whatever, but it's such a selective outrage. There are certain things that should be off limits. Remember when Usher had all them herpes allegations coming out about him and everything. And it's like, all right, now if that's in the courtroom, that's one thing. But for you to get on your platform and just say that she out here burning people, she drugging people, like all the things that, Tasha K was claiming that Cardi was doing, this ain't just clickbait. Oh, that's funny shit. These are like some serious allegations, if that's true.
Right. And Cardi says the lady put out an address now. Now, Tasha K did respond. And to be fair, I'll play her response. Was she actually didn't it was a tweet. It's a tweet. So I'll do my response. Here we go.
Tasha K voice.
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do a Tasha K voice, bro. Not this time. They can't let them catch me slipping. I got somewhere I'm trying to go with my life. I thought it all the way.
He said, I got plans, nigga. I got a family. Don't do this to me.
Yeah. Okay. So let me share the screen so y'all know what I mean when I say these things. So this is Tasha K's response. And after this, I gotta move on because I gotta get y'all take on SUKIHANA at the VMAs. People said she set black women back 50 years. I don't know if that's true, but we'll let you guys be the judge. So here we go. This right here is Tasha K's response to Cardi B. Let me zoom in. Now she did ended up offering an apology. It was a lengthy response, and she numbered her response. Very organized here. Is this the longer version? Let me see.
I just feel like it's like he has an issue with me, and it was beyond the critique of bongos. It's just like you inviting bitches that said the rudest, nastiest shit. But when what's them niggas' name they used to do podcasts with?
Maul. Maul. And the little other guy.
Yeah, when Ma and Rory say we fuck shit about you or lies about you, you get so defensive. You want to clear it up. You came at Taxstone because Taxstone said something about you. You want to clear it up, and you expect people to understand you, and you expect people to take your side. But I had to go to court. Because this woman, like, it's beyond saying that I have herpes, right? Like, come on now, like, it's beyond saying I have herpes. Like, this woman tried to run a I drug men campaign.
Yeah,
she paid men to say that I drugged them and raped them. She claimed that my dad.
This is important. This is important to when I play Tasha K's response. Let me hear the rest of this.
Raped a 14-year-old girl. She said that didn't show my daughter. She said that didn't show my daughter because she was dark skinned. She's saying that I was putting beer bottles in my pussy. She said that I have all these type of diseases and shit. She has literally Googled my husband's number, literally put his number out, literally put his parents' address out. Like it's literally harassment. But it's like, I know what's gonna get people attention. Let's go to
Let's play the rest.
The hook is not hook.
Okay. So from there, let's play. Let me scroll down. We're gonna do this Tasha K response. Sunny, shout out to Sunny Red. What up, Sunny Red? How you been, fam? Long time no see. Glad to see you still with us, man. Thank you so much for your support. So Tasha K's response. Here we go. She began. Can y'all see my little cursor up here? Clips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see it.
Look at me. I'm trying to get better, man. I'm trying to improve every day. I'm trying to DSD. Do something.
That boy good.
Different. Hey, look, that's my challenge to y'all. Do something different every day. Try to do something different. Even if it's just taking a different route home, do something different, all right? So that's going to be my motivation for y'all. If the other shit ain't working, do something different. Here we go. Number one, this is Tasha K. Hashtag Cardi. No, I'm joking. Daddy never raped. I don't know her voice like that. I don't really watch her show, but anyway, she said, number one, hashtag Cardi's dad never grapes a child to my knowledge. There is not one video or tweet on my platform that displays this statement. I was never sued or found liable for this statement. Number two, hashtag Cardi did reveal in a video that she drugged and robbed men to pay for studio time. I never paid any one man to lie and say that Cardi B drugged and robbed him. I was never sued or found liable for this statement. 3, Cardi B's husband was accused by Suge Knight's current girlfriend of sleeping with Offset. She released text messages and a number that happened to be Offset's. I never Googled his address or his parents. This is a lie. I was never sued or found liable of. Number 4, your favorite blogger, Unlovely T.I., said that you told her that you were afraid to post your daughter because she was dark due to the things you had said about dark-skinned women in the past. I was never sued or found liable for this statement. Hashtag culture is extremely beautiful. She continued. Number 5, Star Marie, your ex-co-worker at Sue's strip club, made the STD allegations about you on my platform that I publish. She also made claims of you participating in extracurricular activities after hours. Star Marie also made claims of you using illegal substances. You also made videos of you making these alleged claims. I was sued by you because I refused to take down the video, or I refused to take down the videos and issue an apology to you at that time. I was in fact found liable of these statements Star Marie made about you and was ordered to pay you $4 million. This is true. I'm currently in bankruptcy court. Hold on. Number 5. I am currently in bankruptcy court attempting to work out a fair payment plan to you for your troubles that took place on my channel. I've also chosen not court ordered to not make any more videos about you because you are sensitive. I also told the court yesterday that you and your lawyers have never attempted to reach out to settle. Where's the rest? There's some more. Now this is the part where I think she makes the apology. She said, quote, "You want me out my house, broke, and my kids not to attend college? Your lawyers only continue to bill you $100K plus a week looking for money we don't have, but I can get it over time. Your lawyers have collected the $4 million that's owed to you by simply making you pay for it by keeping you in litigation due to your lack of education. They play off you. You simply wanted they play off you. Hold up. They play off you simply wanting my platform down because of my opinion of you. And you don't want and you don't want others giving me a platform. And you don't want others giving me a platform, i.e. the Joe Budden thing. They know you were. It's moving around. Hold on. Where we at? Moving around. There we go. Where we at?
You got to go up a little more. There you go.
There we go. They know.
Right there, to the left. I mean, to your right.
Okay, there we go. They know you will pay any price to get it down, i.e. her channel, and they are banking on it. However, the fact stands that my hashtag multi-billions of viewers across social media has built this platform and continue to build this platform without saying your name in any video. If I were you, I would focus on promoting bongos and not promoting the winos, which is Tasha K's following. Take the fair payment arrangement and let's both of us put 2018 behind us. It's financially draining us both, but not the lawyers. She continued. You could have just had, she continued. You could have been had your money, but the lawyers have to bill you first before you get yours. It's been 6 years, and I truly thank you for giving me the journalism and the journalism. It's been 6.5 years, and I truly thank you for giving me the journalism degree and the law degree that I always wanted to attain. First-hand experience is the best. Cardi, this will never happen again, and I sincerely apologize for any harm caused to you and your family. Me and the courts are attempting to work out a payment plan, but if you want the full amount paid in cash, call a production company to film all of this, and you take the money made from it and put this behind us, because nothing will stop me from doing what I love, and hopefully nothing will stop you as well. Tasha K. All right. Look, I'm in here trying to read under these circumstances. I got the low lights in here with the neons and the red lights. So y'all, I hope y'all appreciate my dramatic reading. Make some noise for Marq Nash. Yeah. You know the vibe. All right. So now that you guys heard Tasha K's response to what Cardi said, what do you guys think?
My first knee-jerk reaction is one, I appreciate Tasha K's ability to understand that sometimes the true pettiest road is taking the high road. This is like they're taking this approach right here. If Cardi wants to keep up with the smoke, then Cardi just seems angry and whatever. And she does have a point. If you just wanted to kind of check me and get me to stop this shit, no, I didn't take the videos down. But all right, you sued me. I'm trying to work out a way to pay you. But if you keep trying to listen to your lawyers and act like I'm just supposed to hand you $4 million in a briefcase cash, well, then, yeah, these lawyers are going to just keep draining our money that I've been trying to find other ways to settle this. I think that was actually very mature and it was very smart legally and image-wise by Tasha K. You know, taking the high road sometimes is the best, the perfect petty.
Fair enough. Go for it like that. What's your take?
I mean, I think the apology a little too late. I mean, because from my understanding, even though it's good she did it, but from my understanding, Cardi B hit her up, you know, in private, asked her to take down the videos and stuff like that. And Tasha K was saying, like, you just gonna have to sue me. So, you know, she wound up doing it, and now you in this predicament where you owe $4 million. But I'm glad that she clarified, like, certain comments that, or certain statements that Cardi was saying that she said. A lot of them, like I said, she said herself. And then it was, you know, it was somebody else that was on her platform saying it. And you know how women will do, like, you know how women will echo what you say? So, like, if you say, like... No, it don't even...
Go ahead.
You know how, like, you know, you might say, I make 100,000, and then, you know, women will be like, oh, you making 100,000. So she could have had a guest on her, like, you know, on her show saying, like, yeah, Cardi B got herpes. And she like, well, I guess Cardi B got hurt. You know, women just do that little echo shit thing. So I don't know, like.
But also, if you put something like in this situation right here, when you put it out, like, that's why I try to do that disclaimer. But I know at the end of the day, that shit ain't really gonna save me, because if somebody hit me up and say, yo, you had somebody on your platform and they said a lie about me, I need you to remove that. That's a lie. And I can prove it's a lie. I need to be able to prove it's true.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? Because I can't be held liable if it's true. I might have to put that video private until I get some proof. You know what I'm saying? Because you are responsible. I'm the responsible party in this situation on this airwaves, because I'm the one hosting the video. I'm the one you got to call to take the video down. So, yeah, you can't get sued for what somebody else say on your platform. And Tasha K knows that.
Another great example like that is, you remember...
and after you got to move forward, because I was trying to segue, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was just talking about, like, you know, like, remember, like, the Boondocks when with the Tyler Perry thing. Yeah, he got mad, tried to go at all the writers, but it turns out that the shit they were joking about on the show, yeah, they were joking and exaggerating, but there were truth to those allegations. So Tyler Perry was not able to sue them. There was truth to it.
I mean, by what she wrote,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I thought they got away with it as in it's comedy, it's a spoof. We didn't use
They got to remember. That's why shortly after Tyler Perry was on the Oprah show talking about being molested, his issues with sexuality, and that was his kind of way of like, acknowledging it. There's some weird shit going on, and then the judge just looked at it as like this is a comedy show. Yeah, they took a rumor and they took some license with it and ran with it, but it's based off truth.
And they didn't use his name neither, though.
Exactly. Thank you.
They didn't use his name.
That was my whole point. I'm done.
They definitely use R. Kelly's name, though. That R. Kelly episode was funny as hell, man. That shit was hilarious. The Martin Luther King one was hilarious. Boondocks is one of them I didn't know about till late.
Oh, you didn't know?
To that last season, where halfway through that next to the last season, I was watching that. But then when the first full season I was watching was the last season, and he wasn't even a part of it. But that's neither here nor there. I gotta get y'all take on. Speaking of things to make black people look bad. SUKIHANA, man, y'all familiar with SUKIHANA?
Yeah.
Suki with the good coaching. She's being accused of making black women look bad. That's what people are saying. True or false? I'll show you. This is the screenshot. But she was at the VMAs on the red carpet on all fours, twerking that monkey. And I watched. Let me share my screen so y'all will know what I mean. And I'm doing this for entertainment purposes because you guys gotta react to it. So I gotta show you what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? So let me share my screen over here so we can find out what oh, okay. Let me refresh the screen.
In the black sundress?
Okay, so she up there with the sundress on, bent up, twerking that thing a little bit. She on all fours on the black carpet. Somebody gonna come up and help her with them shoes. They gonna like, hold on, let me get that shoe out the way. Got you, boo. I got you. Go there you go. Show them heels off. Boom. Prop that thing up. There you go. That's SUKIHANA. This is what she did on the black carpet. Now, in response to this, SUKIHANA went to her IG. She said, "My first VMA. Y'all knew who I was when y'all invited me." Hashtag SUKIHANA. What's y'all take? People saying she making black women look bad. Set them back 20, 30 years. You agree, disagree?
On this one, I would say, like, only reason I say I disagree, she making herself look bad, but I wouldn't say black women, because one thing I don't learn in life, especially, being a black man, when people have a prejudice towards you, is nothing you can really do. Like, you can be the total opposite of what they say your average 25-year-old black man is, gang banger, out in the streets, doing this, doing that. But then people will still, because of their personal prejudice, they'll still have a suspicious outlook of you. So a person's personal perspective is gonna like shape how they see you and it's how they see your actions. So if I'm quiet, oh, that's because I'm sneaky. Or if I'm too talk, so it's just like I done went through that my whole life. So I know, like, if a person got a disposition about you, it ain't nothing really you can do to prove it wrong. But I think that make her look bad. But I mean, I wouldn't say that's black women. It is what it is. The world sees how they see us.
All right. I'll preference this with what I'm about to say by saying this first. It's amazing how we went from who you calling a bitch, we're tired of being over-sexualized and being bitches and hoes, to now the narrative is I am a bitch, I am a hoe. In fact, the only thing I will talk about is the fact I'm a bitch and a hoe and flaunt my sexuality. And how dare you say anything about it. So black women, one day, y'all got to have a meeting and y'all got to get together and figure out what stance are you really taking these days. And if some of these young ratchets are the loudest voices in the crowd, then you might need to get the mics out their hand. And as men, we need to do the same with some of our bullshit. Now, as far as this right here, this is the MTV, this is a VMA Awards. This is the same place where Little Tim came out with a pasty over her titty. All right. All right. So with that said, as much as I'm not a fan of what she's doing, this is actually the video.
Look, Howard Stern. They didn't say he made white men look bad. He came out there with his ass cheeks out. Remember?
I'm getting thank you. All right, you took it out my. You took it. Yeah. You took the alley oop, Mark. That's I was going to. This is the MTV. All right. This goes back to the '80s. You always have at least one or two celebrities doing some weirdo shit on that red carpet.
Hey, look, clips. Not only did Lil Kim had the pasty on, Diana Ross shook the titty.
Yeah, Diana Ross gave her a squeeze, little baby squeeze.
So Diana Ross was like, "Oh, look, I love you." Look at the titty. Shook that titty, man. She shook that titty.
And not just a few years ago, Justin Timberlake got in trouble for doing the same thing to Janet Jackson. Justin Timberlake had to get on publicly and act like he was offended that Janet put that titty in his hand, knowing good and damn well.
Right.
Didn't they try to blame Janet for that?
Yes, it was Janet's fault. That was Janet, angry African titties, assaulted that poor white man's hands.
Stop, man. Stop.
That whole shit was playing, man. They played it off like it was wardrobe malfunction, but you can see him do that, grab it. She looks around, shocked, cover up, lights go down. That shit was part of the show. She even had the titties set up with the little starfish with the nipple coming through the hole of the star. Man, that whole shit was planned, man.
They choreographed that. They rehearsed that.
That shit had the Velcro on it. Like this shit, this shit rip came off easy. Why was he right there anyway pulling? Talking about wardrobe. That's when America started using the word wardrobe malfunction. I never heard that term wardrobe malfunction in my life. That shit was choreographed. But y'all got anything else on this one? Because if so, we can go to Hunter Biden indicted, or we can go to the NASA and these UFOs.
Let's go to these UAPs.
Okay. All right.
What was you about to say, LD? What's your last thing?
I was just gonna say it is distasteful though, but I just don't think it made look. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it made black women as a whole look bad. I never subscribe to that. Like if I see dudes doing something, a black man doing something that's crazy, I'll be like, shit, that's that nigga. He ain't got nothing to do with me.
I feel you on that, LD. Like I think that last Essence Fest was more disrespectful to black women than one black woman showing her ass. Like, because this was the Essence Fest, and it became a twerkathon, became all about celebrating horror mentality. Hell, even everyone was mad at Jill Scott for going on the Essence Fest stage and speaking out about how disgusting it was. NDRE caught all this blowback, because women in real time were like, "This is crazy." Now, this SUKIHANA doing whatever she's doing.
SUKIHANA, respectfully, you better get it right, nigga.
This bitch, respectfully, what I'm saying? There's a sign of respect.
Respect this black queen, man.
And it's obvious, like, she getting paid to do this because you remember that guy that made that song?
The artist, man. She promoting herself.
What was it? What was that guy that did that song? You Got to Be Worth It, or what? The dude that he owed everybody money.
It never heard of it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He owed Lil Baby money. He owed Drake money.
I don't know this nigga.
Okay, but he basically kind of sexually assaulted her, and she was. I don't want to say she was acting like
Osiris.
Yeah. And so he basically sexually assaulted her, and she was very uncomfortable, and it's kind of like
she ain't first charge, she ain't go. I saw that when he was going up to her, he kept trying to kiss her and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm not one of them men that be like, well, if you act like that, you can't act crazy with it, because I don't believe you should put your hands on anybody that don't want to be touched.
Absolutely.
But you could tell that when she in her real character, that don't beat them. That's like an act to me. Like all them, what's that girl that got my booty hole brown and all that shit? Like
red.
Yeah, I swear them motherfuckers acting, bro.
Pink, my booty hole brown.
Yeah, I swear.
What are they saying in the club? Somebody come up requesting that, man. You like, what is happening here? Your first time hearing it, you don't know, but the girls be the ones coming up telling you to play it though.
Yeah, bro, I think a lot of these people are actors, bro. Like, they just putting on the act. Like, if you go, even Kodak, if you go back into his history, dude was smart as hell, was in spelling bees and, all throughout school. Like, a lot of these dudes just put on the act, bro. They just put on the little, retarded-ass voice, the hood shit. And, because they know that's what we want to hear as black people. You know what I'm saying? So they just put on the act. But a lot of these people are very, very intelligent. They're not who they portraying to be.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else? Final thoughts before I play this?
I'm talking about. I want to get to these UAPs.
All right, man. I gotta play it, man. Now, Clips, for the people who don't know, can you explain to them why I queue up the video? What is a UAP?
A UAP is the new official government-sponsored, and this is not just the United States government. This is the international government's way of classifying what we used to call UFO, unidentified flying object. Now it is UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena.
Okay. Now, this video right here is courtesy of the New York Post. I'm going to cam up and be on screen because I want to do a reaction to this. So it's going to be some stopping and pausing in here. But what happens in this video is very interesting. NASA admits, like, we don't know what the hell these things are. NASA, we can't identify these mysterious flying objects. So we're going to appoint our first UFO director. Did y'all hear what I just said?
Uh-huh.
He's going to tell us, look, it's some shit out there. We don't know what it is. We don't know what's in these things. We can't say it's a foreign, we can't say it. Basically, I'm gonna paraphrase. We can't say it's UFOs. I mean, with aliens and shit, but we can't say it's not neither. We don't know. We do not know what the hell is going on. Can somebody say what the hell is going on, please?
What the hell is going on?
What the hell is going on?
I ain't lying, man. So let me cam up for this one because I want to share this screen and we need to react to this. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna stop a couple times through here. We're gonna react to it, but I'm gonna play the end first.
That's why I'm announcing that NASA has appointed a NASA director of UAP research. They are being tasked with developing and overseeing the implementation of NASA's vision for UAP research.
Let's stop right there. Y'all heard that, right? They got their UFO directors, but let's get this backstory. Shout out to the New York Post.
On my travels,
hold on, let me rewind.
Fascination with UAP. On my travels, one of the first questions I often get is about these sightings. And much of that fascination is
these sightings, man. People, look, Clips, imagine how many people died. And everybody thought they was crazy because they said, bro, I saw something, man. The only reason they got caught now is because of cell phones.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's very true. Like, people forget, less than 30 years ago, you actually could disappear for getting on a platform saying what you saw too loudly. Rest in peace, William Cooper. You would actually get killed and disappeared for saying some of this too loudly.
All right, let's continue. Y'all stay with me.
It's due to the unknown nature of it. Think about it. Most UAP sightings result in very limited data. That makes it even more difficult to draw scientific conclusions about the nature of UAP. And so this independent study team brought together some of the world's leading scientists, data, and artificial intelligence experts.
Clips, they got the best in the world right now. Did y'all hear that? These are artificial. But how do you have an artificial intelligence expert if it's somebody who, if they don't exist? I'm confused. I got to put a case on it. LD, what you think? How did they get how you get an expert on some shit that we ain't got verification on?
I don't know. I think it's always been like UFOs, right? Like unidentified flying objects. I mean, because if you really think about it, like what they call them, like
little green men, Martians,
like anthropologists or whatever the fuck. Like, you know, when they try to explain the pyramids, they feel like it was aliens on the earth that helped build the pyramid. So, like, I don't think it's, I don't know, like, I think they always had documentation of something. But now they just bringing it to the forefront.
Right, but like that. They're saying basically, yes, it's shit flying around that is not. We
didn't make this shit.
We didn't make this shit, and these other folks saying they make this shit. We don't know what this is. This shit is the aerial phenomenon. Things don't move like this. It's not an animal. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is this flying around? We don't know if it's something in the man. Let me play some more of this shit. Watch this, yo.
About the nature of UAP. And so this independent study team brought together some of the world's leading scientists, data, and artificial intelligence experts, aerospace safety specialists.
Okay.
All with a specific charge from me, which is to tell how to apply the full focus of science and data to UAP. And this is the first time that NASA has taken concrete action to seriously look into UAP. And this independent study team was just that, independent. Now, NASA has.
Now I'm gonna play this next part because we about to get real deep. We only a minute in. It's a 5-minute 50-second video. I played the end first. You guys know where we're going with it. But let me play this again.
To seriously look into UAP. And this independent study team was just that, independent.
We ain't got nothing to do with it.
Now,
we ain't pay for it.
NASA
well, I'm sure they paid for it. They had to pay them.
Has a statutory authority to look for life in the universe.
Stop right there. What? Clips.
Yeah.
They said NASA has a statutory authority. Yes. What does that mean? Statutory authority to look for life in the universe. Statutory means required, permitted, enacted. It's statute. It's our duty.
Yeah.
This our job. We supposed to look for life in the universe.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was one of NASA's. I didn't know that was one of their statutory duties. Did you?
Yes, I did. The reason why it is because NASA gets federal and private funding to explore space, to seek out. It's basically like what they say at the beginning of Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? To seek out new space and explore new worlds. This is their mandate. This is the whole functionality. It's like the mission statement of a company. You feel what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
That's like when certain financial CEOs get in trouble. Everyone's like, "Oh, he's a scumbag."
I got you. I had you at the beginning. I had you right there. Let's play some more.
NASA has
I need you to hear the rest of this.
Statutory authority.
Watch this.
To look for life in the universe. And when you think of the universe, and especially what we have learned from the James Webb Space Telescope, how vast that it is. We knew before, and it was a NASA scientist, Dr. John Mather, who got the Nobel that determined that the universe was 13.8 billion years old.
Okay.
And over.
Okay, hold on. Stop right there. Stop right there. We got to hit. I need to hear that again.
How vast.
Listen to this telescope and all this shit.
To look for life in the universe.
React with me now. Stay with me.
And when you think of the universe, and especially what we have learned from the James Webb Space Telescope, how vast that it is. We knew before, and it was a NASA scientist, Dr. John Mather, who got the Nobel that determined that the universe was 13.8 billion years old.
Basically saying we got some technology here. This is proven technology. We've been using it for years. This telescope is what helped us, realize, and on this science, it's the same science we use to realize how old the Earth is. Clips, you still with me? LD, y'all still with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Let's play some more of this.
And over the years, particularly accelerated in the last century, we have an understanding that, of course, ours is not the only galaxy. And there are billions and billions of galaxies.
Y'all still with me, right?
Yep.
You got galaxies all over the place.
And each of those galaxies, including our own, have billions and billions of stars.
Still with me, right? And you know what a star is? The star is the sun.
Right?
So all these galaxies, it's a lot of suns in these galaxies, right? Y'all still with me?
Yep.
Watch this shit, man.
And with the James Webb looking at the exoplanets, we are now beginning to discover, and somewhere out there, we will discover another medium-sized stony planet around a medium-sized sun or star at just the right distance, not too far, not too close, with a tilt in its axis that rotates, that has carbon, that will have a habitable atmosphere.
People probably own that bitch living.
Yeah.
It might be some people there living, or what we call people.
Sentient life.
Did you hear this, man? And the way he's saying this,
right distance, not.
Let me hear this again, man.
This stony planet.
He said, but he started with, he said, we have discovered, and let me.
We are James Webb looking at the exoplanets.
Looking at hold up.
And with the James Webb looking at
with that telescope looking at exoplanets.
The exoplanets.
Okay, the telescope.
We are now beginning to discover.
We are learning. That means we are beginning to discover.
And somewhere out there, we will discover.
That means we gonna go there, or we gonna send something out there.
Already are.
Another medium-sized stony planet around a medium-sized sun or star at just the right distance, not too far, not too close.
Earth, nigga. Just say it's another. It looks just like Earth.
In its
well, they already found a giant Earth
that has carbon that will have a habitable atmosphere.
Go ahead, Clips, before I play the rest. Go ahead, Clips, before I play the rest. Let's go.
Well, we never been alone. We never are alone. We never were alone. And some people, that's scary, but for me, that gives me comfort in this life. What he's referring to is what they call the Goldilocks zone. And the Goldilocks zone is when you have a certain planet from a yellow sun, that perfect distance, say the distance of Earth, the asteroid belt, and Mars, somewhere within that range, but from their sun. Yes, if there's a carbon-based life form, naturally something would form, and the whole thing is, what state of their evolution are they at? Like, are they still like single-celled organisms, or have they evolved into sentient life? Fun fact: they just acknowledged that one of the Voyager.
Clips, you going a lot. You saying a lot, and we, like I said, we ain't even done with the video. But slow down a little bit. What does sentient life mean for the people who don't know?
Sentient life is, thinking.
I said sentient life. I'm thinking about X-Men.
Yeah, no, sentient. No, not sentinels. So sentient life meaning something, the actual creatures that have a highly evolved society, highly evolved social structure, and everything. Like right now, humans are like a class 5, class 4 civilization. When we really master interstellar travel, we'd be class 6, class 7.
Okay, slow down, bro. You're losing me, bro. Hold on, we're gonna get there.
Yeah, my bad. I'm off this gas. I'm already in orbit. I
got you, man. I got you. I'm gonna turn you loose on them in a minute, and I'm gonna get on your level. All right, let's hear some more of this. Let me take it back like like a couple seconds, 10 seconds, so we can get the flow back right.
With a tilt in its axis that rotates, that has carbon, that will have a habitable atmosphere. If you ask me,
you see that long pause right there? Oh my God. You are not alone. Aliens are with you. Oh my God.
do I believe there's life in a universe that is so vast that it's hard for me to comprehend how big it is? My personal answer is yes.
I agree, bro. Clips, did you hear what he said? This the NASA dude telling you. This the guy who is appointing the UFO director. Like, we need somebody in charge of this shit. He said, we have discovered and will, what was the term he used? And will, he said, we have this, and we will discover. What do you say? How do you say it?
Has carbon. This only planet out there, we will discover.
We will discover, as in we have discovered and we will discover.
The answer is yes.
I think it's something out there.
But I asked some of our scientists. As a matter of fact, the Washington Post editorial board asked us to come down.
We watching on the New York Post, so we ain't giving no shout outs to the Washington Post. NASA man. We rocking with the New York Post right now. Extra. I'm extra.
As a matter of fact, the Washington Post editorial board asked us to come down to the question, what is the mathematical probability that there is life out there in the universe? And if you calculate in billions of stars, in billions of galaxies,
okay,
that there's replicated what I just said, another stony planet.
Billions of stars, billions of planets. It's more likely than not, bro.
The answer was, what's the likelihood? At least 1 trillion.
Nigga, somebody out here. Did you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
The likelihood is 1 trillion. At least 1 trillion is more likely than not. Oh my God. We right here then.
That's from our scientist. So we start this without any preconceived notions, but understanding that we're in a world of discovery. And we NASA have taken for the first time concrete
action. They're gonna put somebody in charge of this. We need to know who in charge of this shit, bro.
Action.
Who's the dude? Who's the dude, bro? We need his name. We need to check his
name.
Yeah, say the name. Shit, he might be a sentinel being. Nigga don't came down here in the skinwalker.
And this independent study team is exactly that. It's independent.
All right, so and y'all already know that how the end go. They are appointing their first UFO director. I dropped the link out there if anybody want to join the conversation. I put the phone number on the screen. In the meantime, panel, react to this news, man. Wow.
Real quickly, let me correct you. This is the first publicly acknowledged UFO or UAP director. The first one, I believe, was Admiral Nimitz for the Majestic 13 Project Blue Book, shortly in the early 40s. This is something we've known about, and anybody military knows Nimitz. That's why he's a very important name. Nimitz Air Force Base, all like that. Yeah, Nimitz was that dude.
On this clip we just played, though.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, the clip. Oh yeah, no, he's getting us ready because, like I said, we're probably at a high 5 level society, and normally when societies reach level 6, level 7. Then contact is allowed to be engaged. It's not against the prime directive. And we already proved in 1945 when we started launching our nukes. That's why we've seen an escalation in UAP phenomenon after we became a nuclear viable society. That, our sky cousins, as I like to call them, are about sick of our shit, and they're about to try to, and we're going to have to get in line.
Okay, LD, what you think, man? What he said? What you think about what he said? Oh, a matter of fact, it's a little bit more. Hold on.
They work to develop recommendations about how, and the top takeaway from the study is that there is a lot more to learn. The NASA independent study team did not find any evidence that UAP have an extraterrestrial origin.
Now, did you hear that? He said we did not find evidence that these UAPs we see have an extraterrestrial origin. You ready for this, man? LD, you still there, right?
Yeah.
All right, neighborhood, y'all still there? Y'all listen, man. No. Yeah, I'm saying it on purpose, Aplo. I'm goofy, man. I'm goofy like that. I like to crack jokes. I like to say words wrong on purpose. Let's go. Listen to this.
And the top takeaway from the study is that there is a lot more to learn. The NASA independent study team did not find any evidence that UAP have an extraterrestrial origin.
Wait for it.
But we don't know what these UAP are. That's why I'm announcing that NASA has appointed.
They coming, nigga. He said we can't say they have that extraterrestrial origin, but we don't know what the fuck these things are, man. Did you hear that shit, man?
Well, that's actually true because
I just got to hear one more time, Clips. I'm sorry, one more time, not going right to you.
But
hold on.
NASA independent study team did not find any evidence that UAP have an extraterrestrial origin. But we don't know what these UAP are.
We don't even know what it is.
That's why I'm announcing that NASA has appointed a NASA.
He said, that's why I'm announcing
the director of UAP research. They are being tasked with developing and overseeing the implementation of NASA's vision for UAP research.
Okay.
We will use NASA's expertise to work with other agencies to analyze UAP.
There you have it. But pretty much that's it. Go ahead, Clips. What's your take? Shout out to everybody pulling up. Urban Mac, where you at? I see you. AJ, Conscious Talk. All right, go ahead, Clips.
Okay. Shout out to this gentleman right here. That was very, very intelligently worded. Okay, we do not know that these UAPs have an extraterrestrial origin. Okay, what that means is that on this planet, on this physical plane that we call Earth, it has been acknowledged that there are a lot of things and known unknowns. I'm not going too deep. I'm not a flat earther, but there's substantial evidence to where there are other beings, possibly sentient beings in whole sentient societies who are on this planet, and they just don't fuck with us like that. I'm referring to the subterranean ant people of the Hopi, as well as the subterranean reptilians that supposedly live in the inner earth. We see through, if you study ancient topography, you see that the continent of Mu or Lemuria is somewhere where the Marianas Trench is. As you know, that's the deepest point on the earth. And we have all countries have all sorts of real classified shit, you know what I'm saying, just sitting at the edge of the Marianas Trench, and we don't fuck with it because it's something like some big ass kaiju or whatever the fuck Cthulhu's down there. We don't fuck with that shit. So we know that. Admiral Byrd and Project High Jump, immediately after World War I, did encounter some shit in Antarctica. We lost men. That is all fact. We lost men. We lost ships. Whether it was fucking space Nazis living in Antarctica, living underground in Antarctica, or whether it was some other shit, we don't know. Something attacked Admiral Byrd's fleet during Project High Jump. In ancient texts, we have the story of the Sea People, who came. They fucked up Egypt. They fucked up parts of Mesoamerica, parts of the Greek world, parts of the Persian world, parts of the Asian world. And these are people who came out of the sea. And this is all recorded, and no one knows where they fucking are. So for all we know, Talacon's real, and there's a whole bunch of Serenos flying in goddamn UAPs coming out the ocean. And so that was very, very smart for that guy to make that distinction that it might not be aliens. It might just be some shit on this planet that we just didn't know about. Not to mention with CERN and other higher forms of quantum mechanics, we've begun to understand that some of these things that we're seeing might not be extraterrestrial, but interdimensional, meaning that these are beings from other dimensions, not other planets interacting with us, or even beings from other times. It could be motherfuckers from our future when we're seeing them coming back fucking with the past, and they're not trying to fuck up the timeline. That's why they don't directly interact.
Shit, make some noise. Ride of the Storm said, have you seen the Tomorrow War movie? It's really good. I think I have.
I got movie, great movie.
Five on it. Look up the I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'll know when I see the damn cover. But like that, talk to me. What do you think of the clip I just said? I mean played. And what clip said?
Man. Bro, like, you know, I ain't really into this type of stuff, so I'm just gonna be the student on this one. Like,
what did you think? You just heard it from the head of NASA. The head of NASA. Like, what did you think?
Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I don't know, like, I can't even grasp it really. Like, I get the idea of it, but it's kind of like, dang.
That's all you got, man.
Yeah, on this one, man, like that shit.
Tell me
like,
it fell out your pocket like that.
A clips broke the shit down like it. I mean, like he said, it could be. I don't know what he was saying. Like dimensions, like it could be other dimensions we dealing with. It may not be outside of this planet. So I just don't really know. Like I don't heard theories, but I don't study it enough to really elaborate on it.
Bro, you just heard NASA say we have discovered.
Yeah. Like I don't heard like aliens been here before. So I just don't know enough about the topic to really go
but
in.
the government always denied it.
That's what they're supposed to do.
We got confirmation now, though. This is impressive, right? No.
Oh! This is what I was gonna say.
Why isn't this more newsworthy? Why aren't people talking about this? This is kind of important news right here, right? NASA just told us all we're not alone. And look, and they don't even care. We talking about SUKIHANA at the damn VMAs. You know, like we talking about Frank Martin ducking Shakur. Like, yo, these motherfuckers just told you on national TV, hey, look, shit out there. We don't really know what it is. We don't know. We're not alone. The chances are it's more than 1 trillion. We're not alone. We don't know what this shit is flying around. We don't know where it came from. We don't know what it is.
What you think? You remember that?
And I think the only reason they're calling them UAPs because if they say UFOs, people will freak out. UAP, it's almost like a new term. People don't even know what it is. But it's the same thing as UFO.
Yeah, Clips. What you think? You remember that woman that was on the plane like a couple months ago, and she started freaking out, talking about, I don't know what that is back there, but that is not like you think she might have saw some shit.
Well, here's the thing: certain aspects of possession, certain aspects of psychosis and psychological disorder can be looked at as interdimensional things. If you want to get real deep about it, there are these creatures that, you know, in certain lore and certain aspects of spiritual or quantum called archons. They're interdimensional and they can interact with us on a psychological level. It's kind of like in the Bible, how they can whisper to you. Demons, you know, to where some of these motherfuckers really ain't crazy. Some of these people are really seeing shit. And it's just like the human mind is not really supposed to perceive all the fells of dimension, all the different dimensions. You know, we're supposed to exist like, you know what I'm saying, in this 3D with the fourth dimension of time, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, like we're not really supposed to be able to, our minds aren't supposed to perceive certain things. Like, did you know that, like, if you actually even contemplated the universe that exists within this this biologically engineered car, this machine that you call a body, from the different cells and the different spiders and worms that are existing on your skin right now. Like if your eyes could zoom in and you could perceive it, you would freak the fuck out. And so now take that analogy and put it on a macro level. You know what I'm saying? So once again, I applaud this man for trying to slowly shepherd people's understanding that some of this shit isn't from other planets. We still don't know what the fuck is going on in this planet. We still don't know who we are, where we are, and our place in this whole thing. We like me and the brother Saladin are clowning about in the chat. I'm being nice when I say class 4, class 5. Technically, we are still no more than just fucking bathing apes. We are articulate monkeys still, as far as so small on the grand scheme of things, but we think we're hot shit.
All right.
Oh, another thing. Do you think like these beings? Do you think if we come in contact, like if we had to fight them, do you think we got a chance, or are they just superior, more superior?
That goes back to what Clips was saying. Like it depends on what stage of evolution they at. Like they might be way past us. Like they probably know. Like they probably don't eat animals. You know what I'm saying? They eat. And they got different fruits. Who knows what part, how much of their brain they use? You know what I'm saying? Do they have more fingers? They might have extra fingers, or based on where they at from the sun, their eyes might be bigger. Their heads might be like they might be bigger people. They might be all big ass walking around like Shaquille O'Neal, or they all might be very small people. You know what I'm saying? Damn sure ain't gonna be pulling up. They damn sure ain't gonna pull up. Twerking and shit.
Not necessarily true. Not necessarily true.
Don't pull up like looking like SUKIHANA at the VMAs, bent over like
very
this.
funny.
Not necessarily true. A lot of what
we ain't got no picture. I'm just joking, bro.
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying that a lot of people don't understand that a lot of the things that, like the people who groomed Hitler, the Thule Society, the reason why they feared melanin, what they called viril power, all goes back to pretty much what George Clinton and Bootsy Collins was telling y'all with them Parliament Funkadelic album covers is don't be surprised when them spaceships land if a nigga don't walk out. Yes, homeboys from outer space. Believe it or not, the roots of certain animosity towards melanated peoples was we come from the stars. We're star people who our ancestors ended up here. And we've thrived and we've evolved into what we are now. But your melanin means that you still have a strong genetic link to your extraterrestrial or interdimensional origins. That's why he's saying, like, for all you know, humans might be the aliens. Real talk. That's what I was talking about, like that in the private chat. We said, do you think aliens built the pyramids? Maybe. We could have been the aliens.
Son, I've heard people say that for years. Like somebody got an echo. Aliens built the pyramids. I've also heard somebody say one time, it was like, yo, you know, black people, we come from outer space or something like that. The way they work, they didn't say outer space, but it was something to that degree. It was like, yo, we come from another planet. Let's just say that. I think that's how they worded it. Somebody told me that when I was a kid. That was back when the hey, look, I'm gonna be honest. That was back when the 5%ers used to tell me it was pork and jello, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And nigga, there's always room for JELLO.
He said, "Well, shit, then I just eat pork then."
Like, yo, and then I got older and I found out how they make gelatin. I was like, yo, he was right, yo. How they make the dye, the yellow 5, the red 40. I was like, yo, it's yellow 40, red 5, all of that shit. I was like, yo, that shit was pork. I never knew. It blew my mind. But I said all that to say this. I don't know if black people come from another planet. Do they owe us reparations? Because I'm just trying to figure out who owe me the check, man. Like,
well,
okay. And put us through this shit, man. Like, nah, man, we coming back for y'all. We coming.
Well, depending on what you research, that's what the whole That's what the final big reveal. That's when the aliens have landed. That's supposed to be our reparations. When people realize that you've done this to God's people and whatever, and the Sky Cousins return. That's according to certain beliefs. Now, as far as the other planets we came from, all right, NASA has already acknowledged that it looks like there was a civilization on Mars. That planet just got fucked off as far as global warming and access, whatever. And the asteroid belt, the Kuiper belt or whatever between Jupiter and Mars. A lot of people don't know. Well, if you understand astronomy and everything, you know that used to be a planet that actually got hit by comets and blown up, and that fucked up Mars. And what some people believe is that fucked up Mars, and the survivors of Mars ended up on Earth, and eventually became us.
What's up, Hablo?
Saludos.
What's up, fam?
What's up? I just gotta come on and support my boy Clips. We both have the same teacher, so we know a lot of the same information.
Yeah. Go ahead. Give me your take on this. Hey, look,
we do know.
He's still supporting my boy Clips like he at war or something over here. Like,
yeah, no, because I know there are people, that aren't believing what he's telling you, but he's telling you some fucking shit that honestly he probably shouldn't even be saying on here, bro.
Okay, well, I appreciate him sharing his information and talking.
It's all good.
Hablo, what's your take on the NASA admits they can't identify these mysterious flying objects? They appoint a new, or they say for the first time, Clips said it happened before, but they got a UFO director now. What's your take? He said basically it's a 1,000,000,000% chance that yes, we're not alone. 1,000,000,000%, because it's billions of planets, billion stars. He said we have discovered, and we will discover. I.e., we sending something up there. We'll send a little satellite camera or something. We're gonna find out what the fuck is going on. But they don't know what these things are that's flying around. And they got somebody in charge. Now, what's your take? And then after this, we got to go to the next topic. Okay. Well, all right.
Let me hear.
That sound like that sound like one of those, handling calls. Like, hey, bro.
All right.
Oh no!
I can move forward. Y'all got one last thing? Briefly?
How Eclipse? How would this relate to the movie Us by Jordan Peele?
That's the one where they had the doppelganger people.
Yeah.
Well, that goes back to like interdimensional shit, where your multiversal self, and that's almost like Jet Li's movie, The One, and everything. These are things that happen. They have a dope. Like a lot of people don't peep it. Like so sometimes they really do put the medicine in the candy. Like there's a dope scene near the end of Ant-Man and Quantumania that kind of explains that where they play out the Schrodinger's cat scenario, where you find yourself in a time vortex where you encounter various incarnations of yourself.
Sorry. I don't know what happened. I got a phone call and I got cut off. But I just wanted to say, Mark, that a lot of people don't realize, and Clips, correct me if I'm wrong, that in World War II, when humans first started really testing the limits of flying and reaching different heights in the atmosphere, and especially post World War II, when space travel began to become possible for humans, that there was a point in time where there was a decision made in the United States government to make NASA the public relational free information arm of space. And at that point, when NASA was created, that the Air Force space program went completely underground, and they were the ones who were really doing all the deep research into all these things that we're talking about now, while the rest of the world was watching NASA launch, rockets and everything publicly and everything. They were doing their shit all in secret, and that's been going on for, since the late 40s. So you know, a lot of this stuff that's coming out now, you're right, Mark, it's about, you know, people having cell phones and seeing shit that they're not supposed to see, and they were able to get away with that for a long time. Now they're having to like acknowledge at least a little bit of that, but like this shit has been going on underground from the Air Force space program for quite a long time.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't mad at him. That's why I said I'm actually with the video. I'll close saying this. That video, you know, a lot of people, the white man. Da, da, da. Shout out to that dude. He told y'all the truth. He was very honest and very with you. If he was facetious with his words, well, that's your fault for not having a vocabulary. He told y'all what it was.
Honest and in a very clever and still trying to be kind of cryptic way.
Exactly, brother.
Very cryptic. All right. Well, all right, I'm moving on to the next one. Anybody got anything else on this before I go to the next topic?
No, just that, you know, this shit has been going on for a long time underground. They're just now, you know, letting us see a little glimpses. They're trying to like let it out little by little, you know, to get people used to it. But this shit has been going on, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
For sure. All right. All right, we're moving right along. Sure. All right, Diddy. Ebro from Hot 97, major New York radio station. Been around since the late 80s, early 90s, right? Hot 97. Ebro has responded to some of the criticism Diddy's been getting, and he was like, yo, my man. He said, we ain't yelling at all these other executives. Why everybody coming at Diddy? Check this out. Is it gonna play? Did that good setup, and then it didn't play.
Okay, they can't block your greatness, Mark. You still got this. Fuck that.
No, I got it. Here we go. I just need
Here we go. Has done are the same business dealings that other record executives and other record labels have done, but because it's Diddy and he's part of our community, makes himself accessible.
Right.
Obviously, people are screaming at him all the time to do deals that are more in favor of the artist.
Right.
Better deals. I've always thought that the only reason we do that is because A, he's black, and B, we know him.
And C, he's part of the music. He's not like an executive who stood on the side. When I think of Bad Boy, although Puff wasn't rapping on all the records, I mean, he's like part of the sound.
Right.
So I think that's also part of it.
But we ain't yelling at any other executive that we don't see their face, that have done worse dealings with black music for literally since the inception of black music. But I think where there's an expectation because he's black and because he's of the culture, he's gonna do something different. And if he did, and because he didn't or he is doing now people got something to say.
All right, what you think? Like that, you want to go first on this one?
I'll let Clips go first.
I want you to go first. Why not?
You please.
That damn bacon down, nigga.
Hey, I mean, on that situation,
Go ahead.
I agree with Ebro on that. I mean, like, you can't try to revolutionize an industry by one person, you know, hold everybody to the same standard. I mean, it's good that Diddy is starting to, I heard something about giving certain artists their master back or something like that, and it's a good deed, but it's not going to become the norm of the
they got their publishing.
Publishing. Yeah, that's not going to become the norm. Yeah, it's not going to become the norm. I just feel like, yeah, you can't hold him to one standard, then everybody else just get to have a free for all.
Okay, go ahead, Clips.
Well, you know, it's one of those things where it's like sometimes accessibility is a good thing, and sometimes accessibility is a liability. And you know, Puff has been for the culture. So people could say whatever you want to about John Diddy Combs. You know, Brother Love has done a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this man his flowers. And first of all, instead of saying, "Oh, you goddamn whatever," y'all remember he didn't have to do none of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't have to do none of this shit. And you know what I'm saying? So he did it. These families could get their money, and that's good. And let's not act like the artists weren't getting their money if he wasn't giving them the best financial advice, whatever. That's not, I mean, like, I'm with Ebro. We have seen real predatory shit, but we only call out them certain ones. We act like, you know, this is Puff Daddy, and he's the only one doing this shit. You know, for all you know, that was a standard record contract as far as Puff knew it, to where when his lawyers drew it up, he was like, yeah, that sounds cool.
Right.
You know,
Right.
he was on the fly too.
Great for me.
Yeah, he was learning on the fly too.
And look, May sold this shit for $20,000. People always say he took his publishing. No, you sold your publishing. You got $20,000. You took that money. You was happy. You was smiling. Now, just because he was able to make $200 million off of it, some would call that a good businessman, a brilliant businessman.
Straight up and down.
Bought a product for $20,000 and made $200 million or whatever it was.
That's what you're supposed to do. Remember, we said that with the Martin Shkreli thing with everybody. Everybody hated Martin Shkreli, and you know I'm not a fan of him. But one thing I always agreed with him was when he sat in front of Congress and said, "You guys are forgetting. I have a fiduciary obligation. I have a fiduciary duty, just like the dude at NASA was saying. He knows that it is their statutory mandate. Like the whole point of my job is to maximize profits."
Right, and when you think about why people are mad at Diddy for saying that he did it too late or it's not worth anything, what are y'all saying to the people who aren't doing it at all?
Yes, sir. Talk that shit.
You get what I'm saying?
It was fair contract.
And it's worth a whole lot.
Let's go.
Give these people they publishing. Why not? You got your money off of it, right? No, what they do, they sell it. They always sell it. They always sell it, man. And they sell it a lot of times under the cloak of darkness. You'll hear about it later.
Oh yeah,
I've seen it. Or you don't hear about it at all.
I know you've probably seen it with your past working in the studios down there, where these niggas don't even know who own their shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've literally talked to niggas who, but we sat and broke it down. Like, you could see that look on his face. Like, nah.
I never had that conversation with somebody, so I wouldn't know. I ain't even gonna hold you. I never.
I have little conversations. Yeah.
Who own your music? Like, nah, man, we just working on the record. You know what I'm saying? I don't be getting into it with them like that. I just be, a lot of times I'm the ghost in the room as the engineer. As much as
that is true. You know what I'm saying?
I don't be talking when I'm in the rooms with them.
Right, you get too talkative. Everyone's looking like, "Hey, bro."
right, nigga. You over there smoking all the weed, drinking and shit, nigga. That's why it's taking so long. We could have been crack. Yeah, nigga. They blame. Hey, look, everything to go wrong, they blame it on you.
Hell yeah, he fucking up his verse. It's like, man, that engineer be bullshit. See, like, nah. I hear you, brother. I hear you. I'm a fly on the wall, man.
I don't even eat with them niggas, man. I had me a sandwich in the fridge in the employee locker room and shit. You know what I'm saying? Employee food. Yeah, a lot of times I bring me some food. I don't niggas be trying to eat with the artists and all of that shit. Want to smoke with them, drink? Nah, bro.
Yeah, you at work, bro. You at work. But nah, and that's another thing. Like that, but that segues back to a deeper point to what Ebro's saying. They're at work. They're P. Diddy's employees. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't be running that motherfucking the Walton family for, you know, back money for the 4 years you worked at Walmart.
No. Let's keep it on music though. Tommy Mottola.
Right. Jimmy Iovine. Let's go.
Like
that shit on Puffy, but y'all ain't nobody running around at Lyor Cohen.
Lyor Cohen? What's the other dude? Jive. What's the Jive dude?
Clive Davis.
Clive Davis. Come on, fam. You know what they do? They keep it and they pass it down to their kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If they sell it to a publishing house. Like you be hearing now, all these big ass publishing deals, dudes getting like 9 figures. You know what I'm saying? Like Irv Gotti got a deal that was worth $250. I was like, I wonder what the hell they offer Puff. And Irv Gotti deal was $250.
For all, but is it definite? Like when they do that, like are the publisher deals like with Irv got, he's still getting a piece of his publisher though, right? He just gave up.
He sold
gave it all up.
I thought he sold his portion of his. Let me pull it back up because
I think he still get like a percentage or some shit.
We covered the story, but I can't remember. But I
remember the show, yeah.
And I don't think it's forever neither. It's like for a term.
Right, and so things like that I understand. Like, you know,
and it came with like some movie shit too. Like they, like a large, some of those millions are going towards them funding like his movie projects, TV shows and movies, publishing deal. Sells, Irv Gotti sells. Oh, he sold masters. Okay, the $300 million deal, which was announced over the summer, saw Gotti sell 50%. Oh, that nigga didn't even sell all of his shit.
Sweet.
He didn't sell the publishing. He sold 50% ownership stake of his label's masters, while receiving additional funding for future media projects, including TV shows and feature films. The music mogul reflected on the deal in a lengthy Instagram message back in June. 50%. He sold 50% of his stake, so he still got some more.
Right. And so
but we don't know if he sold 50% of 50 or if he sold 50% of 85%. What did he own?
Right. How much of that did he own? And that's another thing you got to look at. Some of these artists, when they come in, all right, especially on your first deal, like, you know, I almost fell for the shit. And I probably should have took it because I'd have had more money and hopefully I'd have invested it wisely. You know, hindsight being 2020. But yeah, I mean, $20,000 for your publishing, and you like, all right, and you get your, you know, he probably already got his little advance, his little whatever. Like Mason's just trying to get money. He hungry right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there. I've been there. I took $10,000, $15,000 because that was transformative right then for me. And technically what we worked on did something, you know? So I mean, that's just kind of the business of the live and learn. And at least Puff.
So you think Puff get this heat because he's black or he's so accessible? What you think about what Nadeska said? She was like, he's all in the videos, or he's, you know, he's so much a part of the music. People expect him to do more.
Well, here's the thing I always like about Puff. Well, shout out to Sean Cole. Shout out to Brother Love. I always loved about him because I felt that he was the first rock star CEO. From the Barry Gordys and all these cats back in the days, the old Italian gangsters. These are some dudes in the background smoking cigars, doing this. The bad boy image had great artists, but the bad boy was Puff. So Puff was the brand. So you can't get mad at Puff for wanting more. You know what I'm saying? Because Puff did more. You know what I'm saying? Puff did do more. Like, honestly, when Biggie first came out, you know what I'm saying? If anybody else would have brought Biggie out, would he would have been what he would have been? Puff is still one of the illest producers who hardly ever produced a beat ever in his life. He just sits in the studio and says, yeah, that sounds dope. Do it like that. One of the illest ears ever.
He's still an A&R at heart. He's still an A&R. He's an A&R that was able to keep doing it over and over and over and over again.
Right.
And to this day, he's still doing it. Like, he's such a brand ambassador now that, like, you pull him, bro. Puff pull up on this motherfucking show. I'm out of here, dog.
Gone, nigga.
You gone. One.
You gonna tell us about the extraterrestrials and UAPs because you gonna
do 10 minutes, 10-minute interview, one episode. I'm out of here, dog. Gone. Gone.
You gonna be Tasha K and niggas for that little goofy ass fuck.
You know what they're gonna say? You know what they're gonna say? I was with Illuminati.
Hey,
I sold my soul.
Let's go.
Boys and worse, I'm gay. You know, that's what they always do. Like,
oh, no, that's a trifecta. That's a trifecta. Illuminati, devil worship, sucking dick. Yeah, he's sucking dick for Satan.
Yeah. Did he did a great job of recreating himself too throughout the decades.
So many times. That's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta understand. No,
Go ahead.
No, name a CEO for real. Before we saw Sean Puffy Combs, because all of it. Well, no, I don't know how old you are like that, but I know me and Mark, we're old enough to see when he was just a backup dancer for Father MC, whether we knew that was him or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We saw this with our own eyes. You have never.
I know till they went back and showed old videos and like they just like this nigga Puff was everywhere. He ended up on the damn Tribe Called Quest cover. Like, nigga, how'd you end up there? Like,
I mean, I see,
dog. Like, this nigga was everywhere, bro. That's an iconic cover, and he wasn't that guy back then.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's one of the. We're like LL Cool J. How you watch Crush Groove, and he's in like 4 scenes because you know he lived up the block, and the people he was living with made him go there every day to be an extra. So if you pay attention, there's 4 different scenes before he comes in, and they actually introduce the character, and that's why they made the thing of making a character of him because they was like this little nigga at the set every fucking day. Fuck it, you know what? We gonna sign him, put him in the movie.
That's
you know, you gotta respect that.
That's how he got signed.
Yes, he was homeless, dancing with friends. Read his autobiography; it's so dope. You know, and everything. But
I ain't
anyway,
reading no books, nigga. No,
yeah, get the audio book. Put the audio book with some instrumentals. But yeah, but nah, like it's like
shorty dog. I mean,
fuck a book,
oh nigga, and then they ain't gonna find nothing in no book, dog.
Kids can't eat no books, dog. Look at me, I'm out here running red lights. I don't give a fuck.
Beating, faggot cops can't touch me, nigga.
Rest in peace to the dog.
Rest in peace to DMX, man. I'm sorry. Every time somebody talk about a book, the first part of my mind goes back to Belly, yo, and DMX in the car with Nas.
Exactly. I'm the same way, man. So I love that. That was an iconic scene because depending on who and how you grew up around, you've heard that conversation one or two ways.
Bro, get me with me and my brothers, bro, my sister, man. Bro, we'll sit there and between the 4 of us, man, like we can go through that whole movie, and we can all just be saying the lines. We watched that movie so much, bro.
Oh yeah. Let me segue to something real quick then.
Oh, go ahead.
Like that. What's your favorite scene from Belly?
I'm gonna drop. It was nigga was eating a banana and he was like, "I'm gonna have to drop a dime on that nigga."
Hey, you know my favorite part of that scene, the favorite part of Rico outside the store wasn't Rico. It was that he had 5 niggas looking hard as hell and goofy, standing behind him nodding, sitting there, hey, yo, Mark. They sitting there like this. He talking about dropping a dime on a nigga. That nigga's like, hell yeah, that's what's up. Yep. Hell yeah, yep.
Hey, look, Terrence Crawford still trying to live that shit down, man. He got to fight for his life all the time. That nigga can't even wear yellow or eat a banana. Like,
and he had the motherfucker, and he had the Anjanini perm.
That nigga said
with the streak.
That nigga met the man. I rose dolo from state to state. Ha ha.
It's the illest nigga in Nebraska.
That's that bar, man. Is you bout it, fool?
Man.
Yeah. Oh my God, man. Clips, what's your favorite scene out of Belly, man?
My favorite scene out of Belly was shout out to the you know what I'm saying, rest in peace to both of them, the OG Louis Rankin and DMX. That scene when he's talking to Ox and you know and DMX is like they sit there smoking.
Oh yeah.
And DMX is like, I mean, if you scared, and how Louis Rankin's eyes go, oi, you're talking to the roughest Ross Clot Jamaican. I murder people for fun. Don't ever talk steady business in my house.
Yeah, never bring the scary in.
And how DMX, he was trying to keep it hard, but he's like, I mean, my bad, dog. I'm just saying, there's money out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga had to reel that shit. He had to realize who he was talking to real quick. Like, oh, shit. You know what? Hey, man, I'm just saying there's money out here, bro. Like if you watch it, there's a little micro expressions on DMX just really just put his head down and just refused to even look at him. Like when that nigga's eyes got big, DMX just put his head down like, you know what, I shouldn't have said it like that.
Where y'all rank Belly at, man? Like in hood flicks, like gangster hood flicks.
Ooh. Belly's got to be. Belly's definitely in my top 5.
Top 5. Okay. Like that. When you rank Belly at in Gangsta like Hood Flex?
Damn, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I only maybe saw it like once or twice, so I say my top 20.
Cool. Top 20. It don't make top 5, not top 10. All right.
Nah.
Hey, that's a dope show.
Friday.
Like that. Give me your top 5 then, real quick. What's your top 5 like Gangsta Hood Flex? Real quick. You ain't even got to think about it too hard. Just shoot them off. Pause.
I think. Would Waist Deep be kind of considered a?
Yeah. The Tyrese.
Okay,
joint.
Waist Deep.
It's an action film, but it's the action film.
Paid in Full.
Paid in Full. Okay.
Juice. 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying? Or is that more like
clips? You count that? That's a gangster story, right?
I mean, it's a gangster story, so I mean, it's up there. I'm not gonna put no handcuffs on nobody's list because that might be a show for later on.
And the last one.
I don't know about Waist Deep because he didn't do nothing in that shit, right? He was innocent, right?
I mean, his son got kidnapped, and Megan Good. It's just that was that.
Ain't nobody doing no. Like he's a
good. It ain't a gangster movie just because it got niggas in it like that.
Right.
No. The reason it's gangster because
that nigga was gonna say Bad Boys with
chill. No, the reason I say it's still gangster because like his son got kidnapped and held for ransom, and then it was kind of like on some. I can't remember.
Well, look, it don't have to be a hood flick. It could just be a gangster movie. Period. It don't have to be a hood flick.
Gangster movie.
Top 5 gangster movies.
All right, so I already named my like 3 or 4, right?
You got 3. You got Waist Deep, you got Juice, and then you got what was the other one he said?
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah, Get Rich or Die Trying. Yeah.
I would say New Jack City, but I ain't really watched it a lot, so I don't want to just throw anything in there.
That's a classic, man. Yeah, you got to go study, man.
Damn, hood, man. That's crazy. Like I know some, but it's like
movie. It can be Scarface, Godfather, Goodfellas.
I mean, this ain't really a gangster movie, but
it need to be a gangster movie.
Yeah, that's that top 5.
Don't say Home Alone.
Well, hold on, let me ask y'all this: would y'all put Training Day in that gangster movie type shit?
Yeah, I put it in there.
Yes, Training Day's definitely
Training Day.
Yeah,
Okay, Training Day.
Okay, that's your top 5.
That's your top 5.
I think I got one more.
Clip's ready to go. Clip's like, nah, I'm ready.
The last one, man. I want to make it. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it at top 4. I'm gonna just think for a minute.
All right, and you know what? Hey, and you got to keep things in mind that different generations, different ways people grew up, see people were exposed to different things. My top 5, I'm gonna throw number 5, Belly. Number 4 would definitely have to be Menace. Number 3 would be Once Upon a Time in America.
Once Upon a Time in America. Once Upon a Time. What is that? Why does it sound so
dope? That's an old ass. It's an old 80s movie. It got James Wood, Robert De Niro in it. Talks about how these little immigrant kids came to America and came in on the run running shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's 80s movie classic. Okay, so that's 3 right there. I would have to go with number 2. My number 2 movie would be gangster shit. Would have to be a movie called Savages, where these white dudes who sell weed get caught up with the cartels. That movie was hard as fuck. And number 1 would have to be my number 1 go-to gangster film. I don't know. I need more than the top 5, but I just throw.
We're gonna do a full. I'm just putting y'all on the spot now for y'all top 5, but we're gonna do a full episode of this on members only this weekend, man.
All right, bet, because I threw Menace out there too early.
I'm gonna hold you to it. Just it's like, somebody said shout outs. You
Yeah, exactly. When he said that, that's what fucked me up. When he put that on
the way through from beginning to end. I need to watch it this weekend, bro.
Hey,
I've never seen it. I always fell asleep on it, or I came in on the middle or different parts. I've never seen Shada's from beginning to the end nonstop.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like when you put that up there, that's why I paused. I was like, damn, because Shada's also made me think of City of God and all like that. And I'm like,
Yo, in Baltimore. It was a spot in Baltimore called City of God, yo. Shout out to Baltimore.
Yeah. So
Okay,
yeah,
let me go. Go ahead. I'm gonna go to the chat. I want to see what the chat's saying. What they? Hey, look, when y'all do y'all top 5, can y'all put y'all 5 all in one chat box? Because so I can read them all off. Can y'all put all 5 in one? Put all type all 5 in one like this, some shit like this. You ain't got to number it, but Foodie is so organized. She got hers in order. She said, top 5 boys in the fucking hood, nigga.
You got a problem, nigga?
Boys in the Hood, man. Boys in the Hood is one of those movies, man. It's hard to watch sometimes, man, because you know how it ends, you know? Almost like Set It Off.
Yeah.
Like, I like Set It Off is one of those movies. Scarface is another movie. Like, I remember I had Scarface on VHS, right? And the first tape ends with him sitting in the tub saying, "The world is mine" with the blimp. And that's how that tape ends.
And then you got to switch the tape. I remember that.
I just like to watch it like that. After I saw the other shit, I was like, it all go bad from here. I was like, I just want to and not realize that's what fucked up a lot of niggas in the hood. A lot of niggas in the hood didn't pass that second tape around. Everybody just saw that first tape when everything was good with "The World Is Mine." Niggas didn't realize how that shit ended. You know what I'm saying? So, fucked up a lot of shit. But here we go. Boys in the Hood. Oh no, let me go. I'm going in the wrong order. Okay, number 5, Baby Boy. Number 5 is Baby Boy. Baby Boy. Baby Boy. Okay, we ain't gonna critique nobody list. I didn't know Baby Boy was a gangster movie. Is that a gangster flick?
It involves some gangster shit. Peanut was definitely a gangster. Peanut was a gangster.
Oh yeah. That shit was like comedy to me at certain times too. When that nigga got beat up by them little niggas for his bike, I was like,
yeah. He had to get the homie. He had to go get the homie because the little niggas.
Through my mind, that shit was like comedy to me. I didn't, bro. We was watching that shit, laughing all the way through, even with the faces he was making, and yeah, mama.
Would y'all consider Four Brothers as a hood movie?
That was definitely a hood
movie, not a hood movie, like a gangster movie.
Yeah, gangster movie.
Four Brothers was gangster because Victor Sweet, the nigga who plays Mordo in Doctor Strange, that nigga, his character was Victor Sweet. That he was a gangster.
He sound like a French dish, like etouffee chatufa, some shit like that. How you say his name?
Chituel Ejiofor. Chituel Ejiofor.
Yeah, that shit sound like a fancy French dessert, man, at a expensive restaurant. That shit sound like it costs like $300 for a slice.
Yeah, I can't even afford that.
Pause. But you got Baby Boy, Menace to Society. I love it. Carlito's Way. Oh,
great
man.
movie.
Okay. You want to play? Juice and Boys in the Hood. Okay, so she opted out of New Jack City. She opted out of what else she missed? She opted out of I Got the Hookup. I thought Food Revolution would have loved some ghetto shit like I Got the Hookup with Master P.
Now About It was better than I Got the Hookup as far as gangster shit.
She don't have Paid in Full. Okay. All right, cool, dog. But it's all good. Everybody list is cool.
Hey, Mark.
Go ahead.
When you read off the names, can you do like your most quotable line from the movie?
Sure.
All right.
Flo got his top 5. Yeah, if I got one, top 5. He got American Gangster. My favorite quote out of that one, off the top of the head, off the top. Now this is I didn't think about this, but he was like, this out. He said
that $17,000 alpaca, nigga. You don't scrub that. You block that shit.
You block that shit.
I got you, Mark. I got your back.
Yeah,
that was my favorite
shit. And yeah, man, that right there. Casino. can't remember a favorite line, but I do remember a favorite scene. That's when that nigga took Ginger and she was like, "Shit, you gonna make me right? You gonna take me right?" And then he just pulled her hair down. She just started topping him off in the trailer. You know what I'm saying? Joe Pesci character. That's when he took his bitch. American Me. That whole movie is classic. That shit crazy. Godfather, y'all already know one of my favorite quotes from Godfather, man.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Like everyone got a good one. It's like, I knew it was you, Sonny. I knew it was you. And then he kissed his brother on New Year's Eve.
Fredo, I knew it was you, Fredo.
Fredo, I knew it was you, Fredo. I know it was you.
What was the favorite? What was the line for part one?
Oh, make your offer you can't refuse. That's the bar.
You already know.
That's the one. Make your offer you can't refuse. Oh my God. And Scarface, say hello to my little friend. But no, actually, that ain't even my favorite. That ain't even my favorite part. That might be one of the. I think like it might have been the bad guy one. It was like what it. Or I never fucked over nobody who didn't have it coming to him. You know what I'm saying? You're a hustler. You don't fly straight. You know that. Like there's so many in that one, man.
No, I like in the beginning. I like in the beginning when the motherfuckers approach me like,
you got the
like, I kill communists for fun. Before a green card, I'm gonna carve him up real nice.
Yo, this motherfucker Al Pacino, man. This motherfucker Al Pacino's a go. Let me see what else. Let me go through a couple more of these. Warriors. Wow, Warriors.
Great. Yes. Can you dig it?
Goodfellas, Godfather 1 and 2. Nah, you trying to get a 6th one in, nigga. Nah, you got to pick Godfather. Hell no, Certified Player. Godfather is not one movie. It is all. Is not all together. It is separate.
It's a series.
It's a series, homie. Yeah, you can't get off like that. Oh shit! Hey, look, this one of my favorite movies of all time, The Usual Suspects. Does that count?
Hell yes, that was Kaiser Sose. Hell yes, that was gangster as fuck.
I got Kaiser Sose on my list, man. Unusual Suspects shit. That's
yeah. We need a top 20, a top 5 can't make it.
Nah, man, because we're gonna have a lot of people involved in this shit. I know everybody gonna want to get their bars off, and I know we're gonna get sidetracked. So that's why I was like 5 is enough, especially like once you get everybody trying to do 10 movies, because we can make a bracket. I can set up the bracket, bring the bracket back, and so if we all agree on this one, we can just boot some of these off.
Right, yeah, there you go. Yes, so we can eliminate. Hey,
number one gangster movie of all time. So we start with a bracket of like 20.
Yeah, then break it down. Hey, Foodie, what's up, sis?
What up, Food?
What up, yeah?
Sad.
Just up and talk some shit.
It's a good topic. What y'all up to?
Hey, shout out to NC Conquest. Yo, remember Bronx Tale? Come on, man.
Does that count?
Yeah.
Bronx Tale is a love story, though, right?
It's a gangster story too, man. Come on, man. He grew up right there with Sonny. Sonny basically raised him.
It's a lot of gangster shit happening. Yeah, Bronx Tale got to be on my list too. Thank you, Clips. I'm building my list right now. I got Bronx Tale, and I definitely got The Usual Suspect. That's my 2 right there.
Hell yeah, The Usual Suspects, man. I can't believe how many people haven't seen that shit. I be talking to doctors at work like, you haven't seen that?
You know what I mean?
That
movie, man. I'm about to say it.
I remember sitting there getting my hair braided, like, one of them 10-hour days watching that shit. Like, god damn, this shit is fucking fire. That might have been one of the first times I ever smoked weed too. I was like, this shit is crazy. I was like, you wasn't supposed to be high back then. So I wasn't telling about it, but I was like quietly like, this shit is blowing my fucking mind right now. That shit is a good ass movie.
Hold on now, wait a minute. Shout out to Queen Lisa, because she done started some shit. Because I was gonna do it, but I didn't want to age myself. Okay, Lisa, if we gonna go back to Black Caesar, Hell Up in Harlem, then you know what I'm saying, one of my favorite all-time gangster movies of all time was it was silly, but it was some gangster shit. Let's do it again.
I don't know no black exploitation movies. I've been telling myself my whole life, I love
Coffee.
These shits.
Willie Dynamite. Oh man, I grew up off those.
I
Willie
love
Dynamite.
I love Pam Grier. She's gorgeous, but I
Yo,
ain't never
we
seen
gotta
none
pick
of them movies.
What about the Mac?
The Mac was a gangster movie. Thank you.
I met
Mac.
him.
Mac was gangster.
Max Julian. I met him.
For real?
He's a
You
really
did?
nice
You met the
dude.
great-
Yeah,
You met him at the
I met
salon?
him. He was having a
You met him at the salon, didn't you? That nigga was getting
No,
his-
I met him at his house. He was actually having a what is it called? A yard sale. Remember when we used to have a yard sale
Oh shit! Damn.
in North Hollywood? Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
across
a cool
21
ass dude and looked just the same. Like he had the glasses on and everything.
Max Julian was, man, I admired that dude, man, because people don't even understand. That dude really wasn't like that. He went to Juilliard. He was a trained actor, and he actually spent 2 years in Oakland with Real Pimp studying for the Goldie role, and hit the ground running and never looked back.
Lucy Bell got American Gangster, Black Caesar, Hell Up in Harlem, Casino, and Goodfellas.
Casino's
Yes.
good. I love when Nas did that in his video. How he used it
I'm gonna
like
be
that.
honest, but Foodie, I tried to watch Casino with someone who hadn't seen it, and they weren't into it. Like they didn't get the like. I tried to watch it with my wife. Let me just say it. But she had
Oh,
never.
that kind of fucks it up when they don't really
And it-
share the same sentiment. Yeah.
She's just like she looking at me like, nigga, this shit is boring. Like, okay, this nigga over here pussy whip, and he running with the mob, but he ain't in.
It honestly isn't that good to me. I mean, you know, it's
Like looking back, I was like, I tried to rewatch it. I was like, damn, this isn't as action packed and the dialogue isn't.
it's true. It's true.
Casino
Years
was-
later, yeah.
I thought
Because,
Casino
you know,
was
it came-
longer than it should have been.
It came out with a cluster of movies that were like it at its
of
time.
it though. That was
Goodfellas. It came out behind Goodfellas, and we know what said
Goodfellas,
that
which
yet.
was the shit.
Cinematography was amazing.
Man,
Yeah, the cinematography, that's what blew it away.
But she wasn't trying to watch it with somebody who never seen it and after it has all this hype.
During its era, yeah.
Like, this what y'all was so hype about? Niggas was
It's like me watching Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society with my kids. They're like, "You was watching
Hey,
this
y'all!
shit?"
Hey, real quick, y'all! I gotta give shout out to the brother Philip H because he named one. And if you never heard of this, I will agree with him. This is one of the most gangster movies ever. And my homie put it up with it, but it's man, it's called The Drop. It's got dude, I forget who played Tony Soprano, rest in peace, James Gandolfini.
James Gandolfini.
James Gandolfini and Tom Hardy in it.
No,
It's
I've
called.
never, I don't think I've ever seen that. I seen him in the Mexican, and that was disappointing. But
No.
'Cause I love
This
me some
movie,
Sopranos. I got the cookbook and everything. Yeah.
Man, this movie, The Drop. Oh my God! No, thank you for reminding me. I definitely gotta redo my top 5. Y'all motherfuckers are sparking me right now.
Yeah, City of God is hard as fuck, man.
Yeah, I said that
I'm
earlier,
not
yeah.
even big. I'm not even big on movies with subtitles, but that shit was hard. I tried to watch the sequel. It wasn't that good though.
Now the sequel sucked, but the first one, like my funniest thing, like every time me and my son watch it, you know what I'm saying? Like my son be having me rolling. He's like, "What the fuck's wrong with Little Z? He was on the way to go kill Carrot Top and take over the hood, and just randomly just decides to go do that dumb shit and start the whole war with Knockout." Like the whole movie would have went different had that nigga would have just stayed on purpose.
Hey, not to get off topic, but you know what the best remix song? Well, one of the best remix songs to me was Nas "Street Dreamers" featuring R. Kelly.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about with
dope.
Casino,
That was dope.
because they redid that Casino thing. That's back in the day when they
Yeah.
would take like themes from movies and make them into the video, like a mini movie.
Well, that's when cats was getting video budgets.
The one
like,
with R.
man,
Kelly, the remix though with R. Kelly.
Yeah, the remix.
Yeah, the
Speaking
remix.
of-
That was fire.
Dreamers. Yeah.
Since y'all brought up R. Kelly, I want to y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Since you brought up R. Kelly, Tinashe says she is embarrassed by her R. Kelly collaboration, and she says she tried to block it. She tries to block it out of her mind. Let me play this. Her name is Tinashe. You never heard of her?
Man, bitch, you better stop.
That name sound familiar. I know that was
Cut
like
it
the early
out.
2000s.
That bitch need to be fucking happy that she's associated to anybody knows.
Let me play the clip. Play the
Stop
clip, and we can respond to
She
it.
been trying to get on since she came out with that song "Get On." Or Two
She
On,
ain't embarrassed to sing it in the choir, knowing good
Two
damn well.
On, Get On.
Right.
She been trying to get on for a long time.
Hello, y'all. Let me play the clip first. Let's at least hear what she said before we roast her. Right? We got to react to the clip. Like y'all reacted before y'all heard. Y'all don't even. Y'all got y'all mind made up. Fuck that bitch. Let me
Label.
play it though. Let me play it. Let me play it.
Would you put in that category the songs you did with R. Kelly and Chris Brown?
Oh, you think I won? I literally block out that R. Kelly song from my mind. I forget that even exists. That is so embarrassing. That is so unreal that I even have a song with R. Kelly. That's so embarrassing.
No.
Yes, that was labeling.
Yeah, knowing you, it actually like hurts me that like somebody put you in that position and
I was
forced
so
you to do
young
that.
too, which is crazy because I feel like I did that song when I just signed to that label. Like I was probably like 20.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And I think the public perceives it as you doing
Of
that
course.
willingly and
Yeah.
not understanding that like you lack a lot of control in that situation.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you do. 1,000%.
If any, like you probably like.
And especially when it comes to singles, like for example, that song with Chris, that was a song that I put, a lot of like, we all wanted it to be like this big moment, this big single. So I feel like in their mind, they were like, you need this support. And he was like their biggest artist they had on rhythmic radio at the time. And to me, I was like, well, this is a pop song. So I really don't feel like we should put Chris on it. Like that, I don't like that doesn't compute to me, but I don't know.
Your computation was 100% correct.
I don't know. Thanks. I don't know. Hindsight's 2020.
Objection, Your Honor. That was a manufactured moment in the motherfucking interview where that was some shit that was rehearsed with her publicist. I saw the way he led her into it. The way her eye contact and micro expressions as she gave off that answer. You know what I'm saying? The whole, I was so embarrassed. Like
oh my
that.
god! I can't believe I did that. Oh my
Look,
god!
all right.
Oh my god!
And I was so young, and then it put me in that position. And,
Oh my god! And then he whipped out his cack. Oh my god!
yeah, exactly.
I
Cootie,
did.
you already
Oh
know
my
the vibes.
God.
Cootie, you out there in Cali, you already know the vibes. That's that bitch who came to the party, did it all, and now that motherfucking the word got out that party was lit. She was like, "Yeah, it did get a little crazy. Oh my god, I left early though." No, you didn't, bitch. You was happy as hell to get on a song with R. Kelly.
I was
without
like 20.
thanks.
You were grown, bitch. You were grown. Whatever.
Bitch, you was bragging. You was motherfucking. You was sea walking and on your
It's just
Instagram.
unfortunate when women that are as pretty as she is are so thirsty. Like she's been thirsty her whole life. She's had 0 hits and a little bit of notoriety, and she came out in a time when she really should have been like popping because of how she looks, but it just never popped off for her. She needs to stop. She needs to stop it.
Well, and then
Go
I was
with an act or something. Come out with a lipstick line or something.
like me personally. Go ahead, sir.
No, I was just gonna say I think her answer would have been different depending on who asked her too. Like if she was up there on like the Breakfast Club and Charlamagne asked her, it would have been like a more like, well, I did it, but the man did what he did, and it ain't really my business type move. So I think it's all about who asked it too.
Well, she's not even being interviewed with somebody by somebody who's of the R&B hip hop culture. I don't even understand why this person asked her for this interview. Like, what does this person have to do with anything? Like, can he name 5 R. Kelly songs that are not collaborations with like Celine Dion and shit?
I mean, he might. I mean, R. Kelly had the game.
There's a
on
lot
lock
of
in
mites
the
in
90s.
this world. I just would like to know what he has to do with the culture for them to be talking about R. Kelly like that. You better put some respect on his name. Is all I'm saying. Put some respect on his goddamn name.
What
That
she
nigga-
said is, why isn't Quincy Ocha in the village? Who invited this motherfucker to the cookout? And why the fuck are they raisins in the potato salad?
Exactly.
I don't get it though. Like I don't know why she never popped off. Cause didn't she come out like 2011 and 12 or some shit like that?
Listen, my son is like your age, and I just mentioned her name. He's like, oh. Like even when she came on, I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? I love to get too on. Like, what is this bitch really saying to people her age, like, or the young girls? Like, I like getting fucked up in what? What happens when you get too fucked up and you partying? Like, what are you saying? What's your message? What is your?
I mean, that
what
was
you-
the
what are
move
you
back
doing
then,
here?
though.
That was never the
That
move.
was like the weekend. No, I'm
That
saying
was never
for
the
like
move.
people my age at that time. That was like the weekend. Huh?
No, go ahead.
What you say?
No,
I
go
was
ahead,
saying
go
like that was like for my age group. I remember that like all that drug use. That's when that era started to usher in, like 2011, 2012. You fucked up on everything and you partying.
Right,
and
and that's me being the old lady. I was sitting there listening to what my kids are listening to, and I'm like, I got boys, so unfortunately there is a double standard. I never told them that that's okay to behave like that, but I want them to watch out for girls like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit ain't gonna lead to nowhere but some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, these girls are like starting out like way young, and they're really like, that's the difference between our culture and that culture. Like being a drug addict was cool in y'all culture. It's cool. Being a drug addict, like somebody getting called a crackhead back in the day was like, nobody wants to fuck with you.
Call me that. Yeah,
wow,
like,
I'm reading the lyrics right here. Get faded, turn up with the big boys. Live fast, die young. That's my voice. Get money like an invoice.
And it was on mainstream
My
radio.
In the whip, make the money, make a grip. I be stunting with my clip, get faded, and I trip. Man, I love to get on. I love to get two on.
I love to
When
get
the
two
drink-
on.
When the drink be too strong, when the tree be way too strong. Get fade, turn it up, bro. Pour it
That
up.
was on the radio out here in
Pour it
LA
up,
like
man.
every 12 seconds.
Cause it got muzzled on the beat. That's it. That had that beat.
Yeah, that's when I'm sitting there listening. We out here trying to phone.
Hold on,
shit.
here's the quote.
And
Get
then this
mad-
bitch come with this shit.
Get ratchet, go dumb, then go more dumb. Then
And that's when the BBLs came into play and all the shit came after that shit.
we can keep it lit. Let's roll. I love to get two on. Let's roll. I love to get two on. Let's roll.
Yep.
Oh, pull up your panties down from under you. Beat that pussy up. Make you want to holler. Oh, okay. This.
Well, they didn't say that on the radio.
This Schoolboy Q verse right here.
Anything with Schoolboy Q is I
Wrong
love Schoolboy
bitch,
Q.
out
I
of there.
love Schoolboy Q.
that dum-dum juice, that crack, man.
Yeah.
Goddamn dum-dum juice. I'll be like, listen to Q.
Hey, that album was good. Crackbox.
Talking about clapping the cakes in the car outside the club and everything, man. This shit is.
Listen.
Wasn't Schoolboy Q?
It's poison to the youth, man.
I'm telling you, and
Schoolboy
it was on mainstream radio at the time. That's when we didn't have. I wasn't like using like Apple Beats and shit. I'm like driving my kids to school, and this motherfucker come on.
You look,
Listen.
Two
These are the
on. I
songs.
thought she meant like two
Two on.
No,
I love
it's
to get way too high and
TWO.
passed out. Yeah, and let
It's
niggas run hands on.
WO on. I just read the lyrics. It's I love to get two on.
Oh.
Yes, like two, as in two people. The number two.
Like a three, so
Yeah.
plus
Yeah,
two,
she was
three.
She was sexy like.
When the drink be way too strong, when the weed be way too strong. Basically, I like to get drunk, get high, and have threesomes.
Right.
You like getting spit roasted.
On the radio.
Hey, look, if it's two guys,
With my 13-year-old.
I mean, that might be a lot of carpet rubbing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Mike? You know what I'm saying? Little rock, paper, scissors.
And that's when the three songs that came on all the time were
Three subs?
That song and Out Here Trying to Function. Those songs came on
Function was my
all
shit.
the time. Yeah, that's my shit. Yeah.
Shit, I'm trying to function.
Hey, bitch, try this. Yep.
Yeah.
Bitch. You ain't damn blah, bitch. I ain't got that for playing. I'm just saying, we out here trying to
We call
function.
that a train, young lady.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
When
hey, lady, that is not too on.
the
That
women
is called
start
a
coming out,
train.
but like, hey, I'm over here. You want to?
Hey, listen, Mark, but see, we're in this new age, though, where they
But look,
changed the
I
narrative.
was good saying, I love to get trained. I love to get
Exactly. So instead of saying I love to get blew out, she's like, I love to get two on. You know what
like
I'm saying?
back in my day, like everybody knew who she was, but she wasn't like singing a song about it. You know, like God damn, everybody knew who the low pro hoe was.
Tyrone. Just like when they clone Tyrone, yo, you get lost in the beat.
Yeah, just like Poison. They talking about that shit in Poison.
Oh yeah. How you know?
Man,
Me and the crew
yeah,
used
you do it. Yeah.
They
and then they came out with "Do Me, Baby."
Hey, hold on, yo. What he say? What? Shout out to Rendezvous. He said that low pro hoe, she got cut like
She
an
got
afro.
like an afro. Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yep.
What do we
How do you
do,
know?
bro?
And we was dancing up a fucking
Yeah.
storm.
Hey,
Went to Jerry curl out,
What did we
went
say
to
there?
Ray's out. Hell yeah. Musty and funky up in there.
Go.
Go.
He was getting it to me.
The overalls with the one strap down.
Oh my God, man. What do we do to ourselves?
Even my kids love that shit. Like when it would come on in their school dances, like y'all still like this shit? This is a fucking classic.
Hey, you
But,
know what's
yeah.
funny? I love this song to this day, and it's it's one of my greatest treble funk songs ever. But there was a couple times, a couple months ago, I was just riding and it randomly came up on my playlist, and I actually was thinking about the lyrics to "The Butt" by EU.
Doing the butt. Oh yeah,
Let me
sexy,
pull up the
sexy.
lyrics. Hold on, let me do a lyrics check real
Ain't
quick.
nothing wrong.
Rest in peace. He's dead.
You know what? And that's true. I never really thought about like doing the butt. We want to do the butt all night, and we was doing the butt.
You feel me?
Dance, but we wasn't even like. I was elementary school back then for me.
All right, come on. Sing it one time. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Walked in this place.
What did I see?
Surprised to see a big girl getting busy. Just rocking to the go beat.
Oh.
The my beat. What she shook her booty. Show look good to me. I said, come on, big girl, want to rock my world and show that dance to me. And she was doing
the butt. Oh yeah, sexy.
When you get that notion.
Yeah. Put your back in motion now.
Doing the butt.
Yeah.
First time he say pretty. This time he say sexy. Ain't nothing wrong if you want to do the butt. This shit was fire, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody, I was like, man, I can't believe when Salt and Pepper came out with Push It. I was like 6 years old, and I'm like, push it.
Me too. That's when I knew I liked girls at a very young age.
Oh yeah.
Like I started watching that video alone by
I
myself.
want you to push it good.
You know who it was for me? I ain't even gonna lie.
I think I was like 4, man. I was a baby, man, when that shit came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JJ Fad's That's a Sonic.
I was like,
Supersonic.
I was getting
Supersonic. Yep, it came out around the same
Supersonic.
time.
I
Yep.
was humping.
Hey when
That
you
was
got
honestly the first rap song I ever heard. And my sister played that shit. I went up to Oakland.
when Shorty started going fast at the end, I always tell people that's why I tongue twist. That's why I started tongue twisting. Not bone, not twister. It was that chick from Set to Sonic. When I heard
Baby, yeah. Supersonic. You keep saying Set to Sonic.
Yeah, my bad. I'm high.
JJ Fad.
JJ Fad.
Oh, we are.
But man, I always tell people that was the first time I ever heard somebody do that.
Mini passively, oopapapalini, I got your liver, Roger. I love you. Take a piece, take a plum, take a piece of gum, no piece, no plum, no piece of supersonic. Supersonic.
Oh my!
That was skate music, man. That was skate music. That was world.
Exactly. The niggas don't understand roller skate era, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm from the element, man. Like, I wasn't even had the skates on. I told you, I was shorty shit stain, just chilling, playing the wall, fucking with these bitches. You know what I'm saying? Doing bullshit. You know how I was.
But then like that came along with his era, and they talk about I love to get two on and tooted and booted and
it's all the same stuff, man. It's just
no, like that.
But it's like more out there.
Yeah, I've said it 1,000 times. The difference I've noticed it from my generation and people born, say, mid-late 90s onward, is that we listen to drug dealers. You listen to the dope
drug addicts. Yeah.
Like we emulate, it's fucked up. We emulated drug dealers. So we were the ones who normalized drug culture to this point where it's just like so intertwined with all aspects of America, white, black, upper, lower, middle class, like this sort of drug street culture. Hip hop took over the world. But because of that, hip hop took over the world. Now it's like that fiend out uncle was cool. That fiend out little homeboy was cool. You're like, oh, that's just Wayne. During Lil Wayne's period, somebody should have probably really had an intervention with him, but we was like, yo, he's making great music. Keep going.
But listen, but you know what's so crazy because
we should have gave that brother help. You know what I'm saying?
But look, but
He don't want Usher.
they tried to help Wayne though. Remember that Wayne was like, don't if it's my fucking cup. Remember that whole
don't worry about what's in my cup. What's in my cup is in my cup.
Yep.
that whole my cup shit. And you know what? Left him alone. Let him create. I think he went to jail, came back. He was straight for a minute. I don't know if he got back to it, but
he seems like he's sober now. He seems like he's not.
Right. Well, you know, here's the thing. I love the saying. Like, shout out to
for the look. I think, man, he got fruit punch in that bitch.
Yeah. Shout out to all y'all on the left coast because I love that saying because I really think that as we're gonna go about 10 to 15 years from it nationally being that California sober is acceptable.
California sober, what's that?
You don't know that term, man. I hear so many it's like the motherfuckers, they do drink, they do smoke weed, but no, I don't do no heavy drugs.
That's what we do. Yeah, that was our regular.
Yeah, California sober. That's what I mean. Like, like you know, like you know what I'm saying. Like if you piss me,
everywhere we go, and we smoke and we drank. What you drinking this weekend? Yeah.
Yeah, but as far as we ain't meeting up talking about, hey, you want to go half on an 8-ball? Like,
it was all about the Alizé. It was all about all that shit, the Grinch, and all them drinks.
We call it the Hulk. We call it the Hulk.
I know people call it the Hulk. They call it Grinch.
Hulk up, little nigga. Hulk up, nigga.
This is disgusting. Ugh.
I am so glad that era was over. That was a terrible 2 to 3 years. And that was right when I was in college, and that was so fucking terrible. Them Hulk years. Oh my god! Like when Boondock was spoofing it with the Thugnificent, I was rolling because that's exactly how it was. Hulk up, little nigga. Motherfuckers, green ass shit. Now you all
nasty shit. Every time you go to a party in the hood, they had that nasty shit. They thought they was doing some premium shit because they wasn't drinking Jerk no more. They wasn't drinking Mad Dog. And you're like, yeah, we gonna drink the Hulk. That shit is not a step up. That shit is trash.
Hey, look, man, I'm gonna age myself.
Water.
Hey, man, I'm from the old school where we was youngins. We motherfucking skip school, go grab the motherfucking Thunderbird and shit like that.
Yep.
And put some Kool-Aid in it, or we get the motherfucking
and put it in the freezer. Yep.
Yeah, get the Wild Irish Rose or the Mad Dog and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Cisco, that shit is horrible. Rock good.
Cisco, yeah, Pastor Cisco. Oh my.
Hey, you remember Christian Brothers? Yeah.
Hey, yo, Foodie, are you old enough to remember? You my age, so were you around the first round of Cisco? Then they had to take it off the market and bring it back because the first Cisco was so strong. It was liquid crack.
Niggas said they had
liquid crack. They called it liquid crack. Man, with the black.
Yeah, that's what they called it, liquid crack. But I didn't know why. Yeah.
Yeah, Cisco niggas was like, yo, don't drink that.
Night Train.
That exactly, Mark. That's how niggas be like, man, that nigga off that Cisco. Man, look, shit. Like a nigga will pull out that bottle
with yourself and shit, yeah.
Like, no, for real. I remember being young, sitting around niggas, and we all drinking, or the older niggas around, and they pulling out their shit, and the nigga will pull out that black bottle, and you just see everybody like,
real quick, let's switch it from drug and alcohol abuse. Where do y'all rank Cisco and Drew Hill when you think of like those groups of that era, like those late 90s, 2000s groups, like? What do you
Drew
rank?
Hill's the shit. I don't know about Cisco himself, just himself.
Yeah,
I didn't like him as a solo artist.
Drew Hill, he the lead singer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he had a fire ass voice, but I always looked at him as like a baby KC.
Yeah.
I looked at him as Jodeci Light. I looked at him as Diet Jodeci, and I'm sorry.
Oh my God, no.
No, I was like, and listen, look, I'm from
Diet Jodeci. No, them niggas had their own. You can't tell me that. We're not making love was fucking not the shit.
No, that was a dope ass song, but it was just especially the way Cisco sang.
And tell me with the bop that little
tell me,
everybody's doing that shit.
That was that
and to this day, when it comes on, I'll be doing that shit in the car. Like, tell me what you want.
Oh, you be trying to do the little hop shit.
yeah, the little hop with the every time the downbeat go, you got.
And these are the times.
GS fat ass out of the group. He couldn't keep up. Respectfully.
No, I seen them do a tribute like a couple years ago. That nigga was doing the damn thing.
That nigga sitting on the stool, nigga. Stop it. That wasn't Jazz. It's somebody that looked like Jazz. It was another fat nigga. I
Yeah.
think from that other group, Player. He
Yeah,
from
shout out to
Player.
Player. That was my Player.
Yeah,
Player.
that
I
was
love
yeah,
Player.
that
That
cheers
cheers
to
to
you.
you.
Yeah, yeah. Cheers to you. Yeah.
One hit wonders, huh?
Yeah. But then Jay-Z, and then Timberland gave that shit to Jay-Z with Originator 99. That same
Yeah.
beat.
Well, yeah, but it's flipped different though. You know what I'm saying? It's flipped different.
Yeah.
But I caught it though. That's why I love that song. That's why I love
Nigga
Jiggle
who?
Who's, because I was like, oh, that's that cheers.
Nigga what? Yeah. Nigga who?
And then Hogan Jazz.
Can't fuck with stuff low shit though. Yeah. And whatever happened to Emilion or whatever her name is?
Walmart, last time I heard.
Working at Kmart or some shit.
That was years ago. She probably.
Hey, she had a real job, man. She went out there turning tricks, so.
I ain't mad at her.
Yeah, hey, get it. I ain't mad at her.
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I don't know what was going on, whatever, but I thought you was in a love position. Like, you ain't got to be no dope solo artist, but you could just be that female voice on random Jay-Z, Beanie, or whatever. All the different at the
Actually,
time.
she was Jay-Z's introduction to Beyonce because she did that song with her.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, you had that little lane fulfilled where you could have been that bitch rapping on the Rihanna songs. You just to keep it all in house. Like, it was like a million. I understand. I'm not going to judge it because I don't know. But it was like, damn. Because right after she left, that's when the rock started really popping, and it was like anything coming through them doors.
It's bleeding my can.
I
Philip H, I disagree with you. Thong Song did not ruin his career, bro.
That song was not.
That
good,
song
though.
built his career. That song's still a booming ass song right now.
I hate that song.
Yeah, I mean, we might hate it, but somebody.
That song. I bet you there's some old white people.
Somebody pay him
dancing to that song right now.
to come to Dubai just to do that song for one night.
Exactly.
Guys, I
And here's the funny thing.
Song in the butt.
It's like
whatever the fuck he was saying.
the thing about like the thong song was the genius of say like a Weird Al Yankovic. Like as someone who makes music, it's like this genius where you can make something so catchy
coming off of all
that
the
it's
hits
not
that,
really taken
Drew
serious
Hill
as a.
After all the hits that Drew Hill came with, man, that shit was horrible. He didn't even have a second song follow up to that shit.
Off that album, yes, he did, man.
What were they?
Incomplete.
I mean, you got some. Sometimes
I thought that was
you
a
hit
Drew
or
Hill
miss.
song.
Like,
huh?
I thought that was a Drew Hill song.
No,
you
incomplete.
know, you did that dragon.
That's one of the first.
Dragon. Enter the Dragon.
No, but that was on that was a big record, man.
And
But,
Beauty is the shit too.
But no, that's not a Drew Hill record though. But
yeah, big.
That Thong Song was a big record though. Like, but he did have Incomplete, and Incomplete was a nice ballad.
Yeah.
Like, Incomplete was written by who? Anybody know?
No.
Give us like what they name started.
M.
Michael. No, I was gonna say Michael Jackson.
I don't know.
Michael Jordan.
I didn't know Thong Song had another version
Michael
with
Jordan?
Foxy Brown.
Montel Jordan.
I can believe it.
I'm like, what the
Michael Jordan? This
Gums.
nigga dunk from the free throw line.
Marq Nash loves him to Martell Jordan. I'm gonna tell you, y'all don't even understand. If y'all been paying attention to the neighborhood, Marq Nash loves Montel Jordan. Montel Jordan is probably Marq Nash's top 5 artist.
He just never hit with me, man. Like he just never. I can never get with him.
From the
But look,
60s.
you know what else he wrote? Another big record that he wrote that nobody knows. He wrote Deborah Cox, How Did You Get Here? That's his record. How did you get here? That's his ball.
Yeah, it's a song.
His pen. That's his pen game, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
his
pen, yeah, crazy pen.
Even though it seems I have everything, but I
So I
can't.
place my heart under
Man, that's his pen, yo. This motherfucker's phenomenal.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, I know.
Man.
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, sing that shit. Then hold on, wait a minute. Put Foodie on the big screen. Go on and get it.
That song,
Karaoke.
I like
We
that
going
song,
karaoke
but
like your man.
I like that song, but I think I like We Can't Be Friends with Her and RL better.
Oh, that's my shit.
That's my shit, man.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Oh,
one.
mothers,
We
so you're
can
calling
be friends. Yeah.
to
Yeah,
her
that's a shit.
your family. And
Yeah.
it was the same
Same
thing. Every
Yeah.
man, man, I was going through a relationship breakup around that time. You know, all them shit hit different.
Yeah, yep.
You remember the person you break it up with too.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's how I feel right now. We can't be friends, you know.
Yep.
That's
No.
beautiful. record.
Yep.
That
I tried to think
Yeah,
of you
like-
as just another lover in the past. Yep.
It did.
That didn't last.
Oh my God, written beautiful.
Yep. That's the shit, man.
I
It
love
gives
good
me
writing,
goosebumps,
man.
yeah.
Like I like to break down like R&B records.
Yep. Yep.
Great writing in there.
Yeah.
Because they had lyrics, real lyrics.
Good lyrics, man. Oh, 112 player. Foodie, any guy ever told you that before? Like, you know, when I'm ready to settle down, you know, I'm not ready to settle down, but when I settle down, the first one I'm calling is you.
What song, Player?
Player by 112.
I don't know that one.
But when I do, get ready to settle down, baby.
Boo! Fuck you.
Nah, Booty like nigga, I'll be gone, nigga. I ain't waiting for your little motherfucking dumb ass.
Nah, I don't like
Booty,
the
Booty,
lyrics.
Booty
Nah,
a
I
modern
don't
woman.
like
She ain't waiting on no nigga.
My shit was of course, Cupid.
Oh, that's so
You
And you know what?
doesn't lie.
They play that shit out.
No,
They
you know
still
what
play that
song?
shit
You know
every
what song
day.
was dope by 112 was Your Letter.
Oh, that's a beautifully written song too.
You said you love
Yeah,
me.
yeah, Blue Magic. Shout out to Lisa. We going back to Blue Magic.
Hold on,
She
hold
said
on.
they good.
Hold on, real quick. How did your letter end? Was she talking to his friend, or did she? I know it was a breakup letter, but how did it end? Was she with? She was with somebody else, right?
I can't remember because now I'm thinking about It's Over Now with the Mob Deep beat.
No.
It's over now.
No.
It's over now. I can't remember how Your Letter came out.
I'm trying to remember how your letter. I remember the first time I heard it was on video, so acapella. But
Hey, you know what song I
Hey,
can't
you know what?
stand?
Hey, you know what, though? I got an interesting question. Hey, like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You be in the youth, and you know what I'm saying, and the youth shall lead. So
yeah,
name some of the good love songs that you had growing up. I want to see some. Name some good love songs like.
Yeah, they died with y'all generation, but go ahead.
Oh damn!
Foodie, don't leave the witness. Let's see what he names.
Go ahead.
Damn, like just R&B, like just it don't matter, like R&B.
R&B or R&B rap, because I know that they be doing a lot of R&B rap.
You know, I'm a big.
That nigga gonna say some future.
Nah. Like, you got Alicia Keys.
What's
what was that damn
That's,
song?
that's kind of our generation still.
Nah, that's like my generation, bro. You got memory. If you born in like '96, you
Okay, that's true. That's true.
You
You're
got
right.
you got like part like
You was a young and you was like, from 0 to 12.
Oh man, okay. Jay Holiday, Bed. You know, you got Jay Holiday.
Yep, that's a
Suffocate.
shit.
You got R. Kelly.
Yep.
Imagine that. R. Kelly. This wasn't my time, but this is my favorite all-time R. Kelly song. Nobody Has to Know. That's my like favorite R. Kelly song of all time.
How does that go? How's it go? Nobody
You
Has
be
to
like,
Know.
you don't remember that one with the Isley brother dude in there? Like he be like, you want me, but he needs you.
That's down low.
Yeah, that's down low. They like that. They like that. Try and sing it again. Hey, put like that on the big screen, Mark. Put like that on the big screen. Start that off.
Yeah.
Nah, but what else?
Go ahead. Okay. I'm gonna tell you another good record, man. Hello?
Trey. Oh
Oh,
man,
did I
Trey
get kicked
Songz.
off?
You got that whole Ready album. Neighbors Know My Name.
Yeah, he does have the Trey
There you go.
Songz.
There you go. All right, now you give me.
I never want to see you again. Like that's on my playlist, man. I play that shit.
Listen, I was about to say I hate that
you know,
song.
every road trip when I get the damn
that song,
the
that
damn
Uncle Sam
control of this music. Oh
was
my
that?
god, I played the hell out of
Urban-
that shit. That Uncle Sam,
What
I
was
never
that?
want to see you
I
again.
hate that song.
Boys
That's
to
a-
Men
that-
doing just
You didn't
fine.
have
that
no
bad
breezy.
song.
I think those are
And
very
You ain't had
good
no
records.
breezy.
You gotta,
It's
no,
like,
no, you
oh
gotta
man, I
give
just
me.
love
Hold
the
on.
writing
I'm
of that
building.
shit
I'm
and the
building it
music.
up. I'm building
That
it up.
Charlie
You got.
Wilson song too is
You
crazy
telling me
too.
you ain't
What's
named
that
no
Charlie
breezy
Wilson
yet? You
song?
ain't named no Miguel yet.
All right.
I love Charlie Wilson.
If we talking
You
breezy,
are
you
the
got
reason.
the.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that
love
shit is
that
dope.
song, Mark. I love that
Music
song.
Soul Child definitely is a good writer.
Yes,
Yeah, I don't know what
love
happened.
that.
I think we
I
got.
love
I think
music.
I don't know if everybody got kicked off or what.
No,
Can
I'm
you hear
here.
me?
But I don't see nobody muted.
Hello.
Yeah, I hear everybody. I'm here.
Yeah, I hear everybody.
Can you hear me?
Somebody said Bryson Tiller.
Oh, Bryson. Yeah,
Yo,
Bryson.
Pleasure P got vocals though, man.
Oh my God.
That nigga Pleasure P can
My
sing,
Treasure,
man.
please.
I ain't even gonna hold
Yeah.
you. He carried that pretty Ricky.
I did you
Yeah, he
right.
definitely caught it.
You did me right.
Single-handedly, if you ask me,
I
because
thank you.
I won't
Hey,
feel
you know
none of
what?
them pretty Ricky
I
bars,
ain't even gonna
but
lie. That shit. That
verses,
It's 5 in the morning,
Five-
and I'm
Yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Dirty to you so hard. That's a shit. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you.
okay, I just
no,
realized I
no.
can't hear y'all, but y'all can hear me. I'll be right back. Let me
Yeah.
refresh.
Let's talk
Hey,
about
what y'all-
bubbles in the tub.
When it come to Pleasure P, what y'all think about that Honey Love? Yo, love.
Honey
like
Love.
Honey.
There's only one Honey Love, and that is by
And
Robert
that's
Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Oh,
Yeah.
love like honey. I don't know.
I was listening
like
to that earlier today.
Yeah, I was mad. See, you saw that? That was a generational gap. See, you almost got jumped
Yep.
on like that. See, you know
okay,
what
my
I'm saying?
bad. But the Chris,
You almost got sent to the little table. Ooh,
Hey,
there's only one Honey
You
Love.
know what? He got Chris Brown though in his generation though. Chris Brown's the shit though.
And then Breezy, my nigga, Breezy got a whole bunch, man. That's why I was waiting for him
Hell
to name
yeah.
some Breezy. I was waiting for him to name, but that's my point that I was getting.
Superhuman. What's it called? No bullshit. Yeah, I was listening to
Oh,
that.
right.
Yeah.
bro, that shit used to be crack, bro. And them,
Bro,
bro, them violins almost had me in tears, bro.
What's on what violin is? What violin?
At,
Yeah, that's
no BS.
What? No what?
Yeah, the Isley Brothers,
No
man. First
bullshit.
of all,
By
anything
who?
Ron,
By who?
I think I'm
by
really
Chris Brown.
I don't know that.
Yeah, I
How
really
it
do
go?
think I was probably
Hold on, hold on.
conceived
Be on
when
that.
Isley
It's
Brothers song.
3 in the morning. You know I'm horny. So why don't you come over my place and put a smile on my face? Yeah, that's the shit. Leave in the club.
Yeah, that shit almost made you cry.
Ain't
No,
no
it's
violence
the
in that
violins
shit
that
though.
they, like you gotta.
Oh, at
Nigga
the
soft as
end,
fuck.
yeah.
man.
At
Those
the
are good.
end,
Soft
bro.
as fuck out here. That
Yeah.
song ain't no.
No, bro,
That shit
because he
ain't no
started,
nigga.
no, bro, he started
That's-
really like getting into
That shit ain't. That shit ain't Boys to
Oh,
Men
shit,
song
yeah,
for
yeah.
mama, nigga. That shit.
Oh,
That
man,
shit make you
listen.
cry.
That shit will make me cry. I can't.
Mama,
Yeah.
mama,
You know I love you.
That shit make you tear up, man.
know I love- Man, I'm telling you. What's the
Did
breakdown?
somebody, go ahead.
I can't remember the breakdown.
Man, I know the
That's
song
how
that
much.
a song that always gets me was Maxwell's Pretty Wings. I got a couple songs that always get me choked up.
Yeah. You know,
Pretty Wings,
my
Pretty
Maxwell song
Wings is crazy for me because Pretty Wings came out at a time when I
People
realized I
can't
had to
really
let something
understand
go.
what it is. No, people can't understand what he's talking about, but that shit is hard.
Man, I always say, "Let me get those chicken wings." Every time that shit came on, me and my wife, I always be talking about chicken wings. Yeah,
And what y'all think about Eric Benet? That sometimes I cry. Y'all know
Oh,
y'all
that
be
was
crying
I don't remember
in the
that
shower
song.
to that shit.
I don't remember that song. I don't think I ever heard. Oh yeah, I like that song.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful song. Yeah,
Even
that was
Lil
a
Wayne
beautiful
said he
song.
liked that song. Yeah.
Oh, I like that Anthony Hamilton song. I never heard this Anthony Hamilton song until he did that Music Soul Child verses, and he got this song called Her Heart.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't want to
Yeah.
lose her. Yeah,
Her
I
Heart,
never
yeah.
heard that song. That song is beautiful, beautifully.
But I
written
like
song.
my song Anthony Hamilton is Can't Let Go.
What
I
y'all
skip
think
that
about?
shit. I be skipping that shit.
What y'all think about Kim, the dude that you remember on?
Kim?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Bruh, I love
Kim,
that.
Kim,
I love
What
that
was
scene
that
in the family.
song?
Kim.
I love that scene in the family reunion
Love
when Shawty was on the bus,
your name.
and then he started singing Tonight.
Clips.
That motherfucking Kim. Don't you bang that Kim that nigga,
Listen,
man.
that's
Hold on
that,
now.
that's that old scope. That's that old scope shit.
Sing it
Yeah.
again, Clips.
Love calls your name. Yeah. You know,
I call
Can't nobody
your
sing like
name.
Eddie Clips Jr. Eddie Clips Jr.
God damn.
And then when you talk about what I don't wanna hurt you again or whatever that's how's it go?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
come
I
on.
don't
Kim
know.
that
I might
nigga.
have skipped that shit. I know that.
Yeah.
Love calls your name. I know that one.
Love calls you. Hey, and speaking of that, what about Lettucey? I love me some Lettucey.
Yeah, let us see that. Yeah, let us see.
Because they got a
Lettucey?
good song.
Lettucey.
Never heard of it.
What's the song?
No, let us see beautiful.
Pieces
Let us see
of
beautiful,
me.
bro.
What's the song? Give me the hit.
Pieces
What's the
of
hit?
me.
What's the hit
I'm
that
trying
I
to
will know
think of
from
it.
him?
Let me try. I don't want to get my Google on, but I'm gonna have to.
Me. Lisa know that song. Cause every woman I know is complicated for sure.
Okay, I know that
But
song.
when I love
Yeah.
and I
Yeah, I know
these
that
are the
melody.
pieces of me.
I like
Yeah.
that.
But when
That's a
I
good.
love,
I never knew who that was though.
Yeah.
Nah, you know-
she got a,
Yeah.
I think of her because she got a song with Kim. Yeah.
That's a great record. I love that record.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what?
y'all
Hey, you know who I really love?
It's all right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Now you know who I'm really been fucking with. She been killing it for like almost. She's on my radar. She's been on there for about 5 years now. That Tim's, that West African shit.
Yeah. She's cool,
Oh
but I'm
yeah,
not.
yeah. She fine.
You know what? Honestly, on that song, that I love, that everybody, what's the shit with
Future and Drake.
what's this called?
Future.
No,
I
What's
will
the
wait
song that
for
came out?
you.
no.
I love
I've
that
been
record.
waiting for na.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah. The little, yeah. With Justin Bieber
Yeah.
on there and shit.
Huh?
Hey, look.
I don't need no
Justin Bieber on
other body. Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
like
the
that.
shit.
That shit
yes.
fire.
Yeah.
Oh my
I don't need no other.
Hey, look, not to get
body.
into on,
Yeah.
not to go to rap, but man, I just heard this J. Cole Gucci Mane record today. That shit was so fucking fire. It was simple
Oh,
but
they got a
effective.
new one. I got here.
Oh my god, I think it's off. I think they said it's Gucci Mane's single. It's called There I Go, and it's featuring J. Cole, and it's off his new it's off Gucci's album. Oh, they got a video for this shit. Oh hell yeah, this shit fire.
Man, I ain't even heard
Mike
of you.
Williams, and it don't and J. Cole snap on this bitch, and Gucci rap his ass off too. I was like, go ahead, Gucci. Gucci showing the niggas he can flow on this bitch.
You know, I got respect for Gucci, but I'm not
This
a fan
shit,
of this shit.
But this J. Cole
Yeah,
record is dope. Cause
I fuck with
that's
Gucci.
that's
I
such an unlikely collabo. You feel me? J. Cole with Gucci Mane.
Well, you knew that
and
was
Mike
coming because
Williams.
Cole be in Atlanta so tough. So you knew that was coming. You knew that was coming.
Oh, Amel
Like, you know.
I mean, that's
Oh,
a
that's
lot of
my
niggas in
girl.
Atlanta that ain't got no J. Cole song. Niggas don't be wanting to rap with this nigga. Motherfucker
I mean,
crazy.
Yeah, Amel Road, that's the shit. Tell me what you want from
in my
me. Give
in
you
my
all my love. Yes, the shit.
in my opinion, J. Cole, like, he don't play it out.
I thought that was Groove Theory. who
Yeah,
did
that's
that song.
Amel Road. She's Group Theory.
Oh, she was the lead for Groove Theory. Okay, yeah.
My own thing. Yeah, that song in
Actually,
For
I got a
Real.
song where I sampled that. I got a song that I sampled that. I'm thinking about they're the samples to actually release it originally.
I can know you
This shit.
are for real. Yeah, to me is the shit.
Hey, what was that?
Yeah, to me, it was
Usher and Alicia Keys, My Boo.
Yeah,
My boo was that shit. See, like now when you talk
it
about
took me a
Alicia
minute
Keys
to
love
really like
songs,
that song though.
like I like Diary by Alicia. Diary was beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
No One by Alicia.
No one. Yes,
No
No One. Oh
And,
my god.
You Don't Know My Name. That was my shit.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Alicia got some fucking heat rocks.
What was that one with Drake harmonizing in the background? Moment of honesty.
Yeah. Oh, if
Someone
you ask me,
gotta
I'm
say-
ready.
Yeah, ready.
Yes, that's my shit.
Yeah, I'm ready. That's the one. Oh my god, yeah, that was the one I was thinking of. That I'm ready song was powerful.
That's when I really started liking
Like,
Drake.
you know, you could do
You
that.
can hear him in the back. Yeah.
Yeah. He said he wrote that
You
song.
know-
and then you remember?
Yeah, I can believe that.
You remember? You remember the the unofficial version where he had his verse on there where he was like, Taz just told me he was turning 30, having dreams of being single forever. I'm getting worried and I'm scared too because I'm in the same boat. Good women no rare too. None of them. Oh my God.
Speak, youngin.
Yeah, I remember that verse. Look at him spit that shit like that. There you go.
Hey,
Drake fan. He got a Drake cat. He got all them Drake bars. He got the Drake bars in the back pocket.
Yeah, I told you. I said do the R&B rap because that's what they do now. I didn't like Drake for a long time though, until I realized I liked him because I liked that Best I Ever Had. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was him. But they was hyping him up too much, and I wasn't hearing enough shit from him. But my shit was I better find your loving. I better find your
that song's hard. That song's hard. My favorite song by Drake is not really a big song, but I love it because he gave me cheat. No, I Get Lonely. When he did I Get Lonely. Baby, I could really get to know you. Take my time.
No, the only I Get Lonely is Janet Jackson. I Get So Lonely.
He remakes it. No, he remakes it and he kills this shit. No, this is Drake's version. I love, man. Drake's version. When Drake took I Get Lonely and did it, man, download that and listen to that, man. Go on and Google that and then you go have that conversation.
Yeah. No, what's that one where he has Steve Harvey play like that little instrument? I need someone.
Steve Harvey.
You know it. Not Steve Harvey. Stevie Wonder.
Unbreakable is the shit by Alicia Keys. Yeah,
Unbreakable's dope. That nigga said Steve Harvey. I'm like, Steve Harvey and Drake? What we doing right now? Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Like Jennings dropped.
Like the harmonica. he was like, I need someone different. You know it. Oh, you know it. You know, like, y'all remember that?
No, I don't remember that one, but it sounds kind of
Take
familiar.
Care, like, oh damn, man,
And I got a lot of Drake on my shit.
I don't like Drake.
Yeah, he's kind of phased out a little different, but
Drake's good for where he's good for. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I like my favorite albums of his. Well, my first album was Started From the Bottom. Now We Hear that album. I can't remember what it's called.
Nothing Was the Same.
Yeah, that one's cool, but mine is Views from the Six and More Life. Those are my two favorite.
What song you like? That Views from the Six. That was 2016. So like,
yeah.
What was your my favorite song on that one was Redemption.
I like Rock Me Down Slowly. Seems like I'm a baby crying over you. Lately, I've been going through some things.
What was that other song? Passion and Fire or Desire and Fire?
Oh, Passion.
You like you a real ass woman.
I like Passion Fruit. Oh, I don't know.
Oh no. I was talking about the one where he be like, you a real ass woman and you something. You a real ass woman something.
That sounds familiar too.
Yeah, but yeah, that the reason why I asked you that question, name some shit from your generation, was y'all do got some banging ass R&B shit. Like we ain't even getting to some Tiana songs or some Janae Aiko or some BB or 80.
That's my LA girl.
That's my bitch. That's what she remind me. She remind me of the West Coast. Yeah, so West Coast, man. She remind me of them crazy ass Asian little Filipino.
So fucking Lamert Park. Yeah, someone Baldwin Hills, like. Her and Tyler the Creator and all them. I love them. I love that little sound.
Yeah, me like Hawaii and shit like that. She reminded me of them little local girls. Like I remember when she first came out, and I just started having memories of being in Hawaii, just hearing her voice. Like that's that vibe. How they
videos, like the underground shit was dope.
That's that vibe right there. That's how they be chilling. Like you know, what I'm saying? Yeah, you gonna be walking.
I know
around
everybody.
In flip-flops, just smoking weed and fucking.
I know everybody give like, you know, he was a part of like the Odd Future Wolfgang crew. So I know everybody give him slack, but he made good music, and that's Frank Ocean. I gotta give him some.
Frank Ocean, beautiful song. Man, fuck out of here, man. I don't give a fuck about that. Listen, man, I'm an 80s baby, man. Listen, I got mad at when niggas was getting mad at Frank Ocean because unlike the Isaiah Rashad or some other goofy shit like that, and still that's his business. But when it comes to like shit like that, we ain't said nothing about Luther. We ain't said nothing about Teddy Pepper. Yeah, what it is. But Frank Ocean's Novocaine.
Yeah,
nigga, that's crack.
I wasn't feeling that album. I didn't like that came out with.
No, that was an album. That was the mixtape.
That was the
nostalgia. Nostalgia.
That's when my homeboy told me, like, "Hey man, you don't really like this dude." I wasn't feeling it, but then when Channel Orange came out, I was like, "Oh yeah, this shit's hard."
Yeah, exactly. He hard, bro. Like that music,
Yeah,
that's a vibe. Like
he's written a lot of shit for Beyonce. Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of people who don't catch them. Go ahead.
If I'm being honest, I think, in my opinion, like I think he got the best pen game. One of I put him in my top 3, like of this generation, pen game.
Well, I would have to know who else he wrote songs for and what songs he wrote to say that.
I don't know about that.
That pen game is crazy, bro. That his pen game, bro. Like all them songs, like all the double entendres and like, bro, it's just crazy. Like when you like, I like that. What is called Pink Matter, where he be like,
Pink Matter with Andre. Yeah, Majin Buu.
Majin Buu. Like, bro, like that shit was just like, man, I remember going to school. Like
my song was Black Beverly Hills.
Yeah, that was a dope ass song.
Since you was born, the sunshine always keeps you warm. I see the world when you got the beach. Yeah, you know,
I don't think that was called Blackberry Hill though.
I don't know what the name of the song is, but that's what he said a lot.
Nigga, you know the motherfucking song.
That's Baldwin Hills. That's Black Beverly Hills. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just playing. You know, I'm be fucking up songs. You know that they start singing it like shit. I can't.
Yeah, that's definitely me. I'll be fucking up some shit. But I catch other people when they be fucking shit up too, though. But yeah, I think Chris Brown is probably your best R&B artist of your generation.
No, hell no.
Man, listen, y'all got some.
He's great. Because the thing about the Trey Songz, there would be no Trey Songz if there was no R. Kelly. He's a baby R. Kelly.
Yeah. I mean, the reason I say he was the best, like pops, like urban pop star, because I mean, bro, like a lot of these songs Chris Brown had was written by like Seven Streeter. What's that dude? Kevin, like
I like
the dude.
Seven Streeter.
What's the dude that was on the I just want to see you script right now? Cause
that's
what was that
McCall,
dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, he wrote like No BS. He was like but he had so many songs before that. Like I love his first album was good.
But see, hold on though, like that. You can't do that. You can't put singers in the same category like rappers. Like, oh, somebody wrote this shit. If that's the case, then we can take back a lot of the motherfucking flowers from Michael Jackson. So many other motherfuckers.
That's what I said. Mark, singing is a talent, unlike rap. So when I hear a rapper has a ghostwriter, like, so what's your talent? What are you bringing me besides delivery? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So now you're a personality, you're delivering it. That's why I say Drake is.
Everybody can't sing.
Yeah, Drake is probably one of the greatest artists coming out of this century, is because even though he is a package, he's a product. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Aubrey Graham, because, you know what I'm saying, that is a very, very fucking...
And he writes hits for other people. I always measure it by how many hits have you written for other people, like Alicia Keys.
Right.
Y'all remember that Chris Brown Wet the Bed song?
No.
Who?
I think
with
that was
Ludacris?
I think you had a dream with him or something.
Chill out. Wet the Bed. Y'all don't remember that? Like
Wet the Bed.
Yeah, it was like, girl, I'll make you wet the bed. Like, you don't remember that? You don't like
that one.
Oh damn, bro. That was off that like mixtape. I think the Fame mixtape with like and all that shit. Yeah,
I remember Fuck You Back to Sleep. That's the shit.
Oh, yeah, that was my first. Oh, damn.
Just let me ride. Fuck you back to sleep, girl. Yeah.
Damn. That's when I wish I had my money together and shit.
Yeah, like first of all, when it comes to Breezy, we go like with Breezy, like he got too many hits for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what's a hit by Breezy that no one
No Guidance with him and Drake. That's my shit.
Yeah, that's the shit. Yeah, that's the shit. But
No Guidance, man. Ooh.
Yeah, when they came out, you know what? When they came out with that, I forgot they even had beef. But that shit was so hard. That was just so perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my song is the song with Carrie Hilson and him, Superhuman, man. Nobody even
yeah.
remembers, talks about that shit. I love that song.
Oh,
Superhuman is